Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? I see you down there, L&T Motor, Nico Navarro, Aaron Rott. What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to the Aftermarket. This is a show that has been created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, enjoy each other's company, and talk about our day trading in the stock market. We had some craziness going on in the market. Let's get into it. First of all, shout out to Coach Chad Christian, who is the founder and CEO of American Dream Trading, all of which we are a part of that are in this group and this channel. He's been a stock market veteran for over 30 years. He's traded in every condition imaginable, market condition. And I mean, I'm talking everything, SARS, Rona, you name it, Desert Storm, the dot-com. Boom, everything. Okay, Coach has traded through it, and he trains us how to trade through situations and get in trades, out of trades, and everything in between. The cool thing about Coach is right now he's got an awesomely awesome VIP program where 8:15 every morning we have a master class that's extremely intimate. It's almost like a one-on-one with him. And we get to ask him questions and pick his brain and watch him do lessons on chart patterns, EWO strategies, anything you can think of. Coach has done it. Straddles, you name it, he has done it. And the cool thing about it is this VIP plan, there's a lot of traders out there that charge people $10,000 a year, okay? Minimum. Coach is only charging you $2,500 a year for the VIP plan. It includes those morning sessions. It includes monthly workshops. It includes trading view indicators that basically do most of the work for you. They take the guesswork out of knowing when to get in and out of trades, even though Coach trains us how to do that up here anyway. They're just an added bonus, okay? Not to mention he's got awesome hot stock picks every morning that we have a ton of it. We've created a couple of millionaires off of those hot stock picks. Coach has created at least 8 millionaires, 50 people that have retired off of his teachings. So you $2,500 for the year, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Best part is right now, I'm talking tonight, and I'm talking this week only. He's been running it all week. That yearly VIP membership is $5,000 for a lifetime. That's right, you heard it. Instead of paying $25,000 for the year, he's going to give you a shot to get in at a lifetime rate. This is going away at the end of this week for $5,000. That's just 2 years worth. So, hey, if you have not joined American Dream Trading, the link is in the description of this video. Go ahead and click that. It's the link to the website, americandreamtrading.com. and go ahead and get signed up. You can also buy those other items that I mentioned a la carte. You can do the hot stock picks. You can even get a one-on-one with one of Coach's moderators that he has personally trained and made sure that they were seasoned enough to be able to train you just like he would. Okay? So, hey, don't hesitate. Go ahead, get on that website and get yourself signed up. And he also has monthly. If you can't afford the $5,000, you can't afford the $2,500, you can still get involved with ADT. You can get those things a la carte, the monthly workshops, the hot stock picks, the trading view. You can get those a la carte on the site, but he also has a monthly membership. So if you can't get in, that doesn't mean you have to stay out, okay? You can go ahead and get in with a monthly. But if you got the wherewithal, get that lifetime. You won't be sorry. All right. Listen, there's 2 more links that are located in the description of this video. Not only is it the americandream.com website, but it's also the link to the panel. If you want to come up here on the panel, share your story, the good, the bad, and the ugly of how you traded in the market, come on up here and give us your story. And if it's a good trade, we want to know what you did because we're all learning here. And if it's a bad trade, maybe some of us can help you out and pick that trade apart for you. So either way, come on up, kick back, enjoy the panel. There's also a link for a tip jar if you like the content and you're thinking that I'm providing good content for you and you're liking my, the way that I'm helping out here, then feel free to go ahead and donate to that tip jar. It is much appreciated. So guys, yeah, let's get into it. You know that the first thing that we do All right. And coach, I think you'll be a little bit happier. Is we start out with coach's rules. Okay. Train more and trade less. But you know what? Even before we get into that, what am I doing? What am see? I just came from the grocery store. My head's still spinning. Let me get my roll call done. Let me get my roll call done. L&T Motor, and wow, people piled in here quickly, didn't you? Welcome everybody. L&T Motor, Aaron Rott, Nico Navarro. What's up, Eric Smoto? Let's go, baby! Woo! That link and come on up here, man, and chill with me. Dom E, welcome. And guess what? We all know American Dream Trading runs on what? DD. Diesel Dan's in the house. Welcome, Diesel Dan. QXP 1999. Love you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Vegan Knowledge, JJ, my beautiful wife. I love you so much. We had fun at the grocery store. We always do. All right, Edward Emberger. Welcome, welcome, brother. Michael M. Or is that McKeel? Oh, Michael. That's a different way to spell Michael. I like it with the K and not the CH. Just had to be different, huh? I got it. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Future Trader. What's up? How are you? PW, welcome. John Lee, welcome. Got my regulars. Ralph, what's up, friend? Farah, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome in, welcome in. Mustang Chris. Ride, Chris, ride. TJ, what up, TJ? Jeremy Huffer, welcome. And they just keep coming in and the hits just keep on coming. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out at the Aftermarket. Coach, hey, listen, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget, before we do anything, don't forget to smash that like button, share the content. Let me go ahead and get the graphic up. Where are you? Don't hide from me. There you are. Like, share the content, and subscribe. If you have not subscribed, we're trying to go ahead and get Coach up to 10,000 subscribers by Halloween. Right now, we're currently sitting at 8,537. So we're just a stone's throw away from it, guys. Less than 1,400. Less than 1,500 away. Okay. All we got to do is just smash that subscribe button, share it with some friends and family, share it with some people that you know are going to take full advantage of it and going to get something out of it. And we'll be there before you know it. So we got hey, you know what we got? We got a show for you. So listen, I switched it up, Coach. Hopefully you're happy with it. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I keep confusing it. Where is it? There we go. All right. So I switched it out. Are you happy now, genius? He didn't like the other picture. I thought the picture was cool. He had the hat on. But, I got it. Styling, got the suit on and everything. And he's got the business profile going. So he likes this picture better. So we're going to use this picture. All right. So let's go over Coach's rules. Thank you to Bruno for posting those for us so that we can go ahead and take from there. Miranda, what's up? Belated birthday girl. How are you? Bubbles, welcome. All right, so let's get it on. Let me get my camera out so I can enlarge it so I can read it a little bit better for you. Well, we already know them by heart damn near. First rule is do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. The thing I love about Coach's rules is they not only help us make money, but they teach us how to keep it and protect it. Okay, love it. 1 to 3%, no more than that. Okay, if you lose more than 3% of your account, Coach is going to reach through that screen and he's going to slap you. And I'm going to sit there and watch him. Okay, because you deserve it. Don't blow your accounts up, guys. Don't forget, you shouldn't be using real money anyway. Don't forget to paper trade. And when you're paper trading, do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. If you're a brand new trader, you should be paper trading. Don't use real money. Okay. Rule number two. If you have more than 2 red days in a row, you know where we're going with it, right? Stop trading and start training. Okay? Put your training hat on. Yep. Get out of the market. Get into Coach's videos. Get into the books that he's recommended for you. Get into just learning, because we have all kinds of media for you to learn from. He's got videos on demand. You've got everyone in the Discord that can answer questions for you if you're struggling. I mean, we've got a wealth of information, a whole plethora. So stop trading and start trading. Don't have more than 2 days back-to-back red. Okay? Don't do it, because we know you're going to blow up your account, and you're definitely going to end up doing more than 1 to 3%. It's just inevitable. Okay? Rule number 3. If you're not a master trader, no scalping allowed, guys. No scalping. Coach has an awesome EWO strategy that helps you use the Elliott wave oscillator in a way that helps you get into trades and stay in them longer. Okay? So you don't have to scalp. If you're not good at it, or if you're brand new, you shouldn't be scalping anyway. You will get your face ripped off. Learn how to sit in a trade first, and the 2-minute EWO strategy will help you do just that. Rule number 4, 1 to 5 trades per day. No over trading and no revenge trading. If you listen to an awesome book by Mark Douglas, and I know I use the word awesome a lot, but it's called The Disciplined Trader. Hey Zen, we're on to the Disciplined Trader, man. Okay, we were doing trading in the zone. I listened to The Disciplined Trader. I'm still listening to it. But he says in that book, if you revenge trade, you're actually putting yourself in a position where you are against the market instead of trading in harmony with it. That's not a place to be, because you know why? The market's always right, guys. Which means you're always what? If the market's always right, that means you're always wrong if you're going after what you think should be going on instead of what's actually going on that screen. Whatever the market's doing, that's the trade you need to play. So, but you can't do that if you're revenge trading. You're not thinking straight. So no over trading, no revenge trading, no more than 1 to 5 trades a day, especially if you're brand new. Rule number 5, position size. Okay, position size is huge. Not the position size, but having a smaller position size is huge, because as Coach says, smaller position size offers you a greater chance of reward with a lot less risk. Okay? Go in small, guys. It eliminates the fear. Trading can be scary enough without going in huge. That's what creates the fear. If you go in with a smaller position size, you get good enough at that, and it's like clockwork. You're in and out, and you're green more than you're red. Then you can look at increasing your position size of what you're already doing. Okay? So go in small. Rule number 6. If you're not ready for options, then stay in shares. There's nothing wrong with staying in shares. We had 2 millionaires created off of shares. Nate and Jimmy. Okay? They made it off of shares. You can still get paid doing shares. Okay, so yeah, if you're not a seasoned pro and if you're not used to options, it can rip your face off. Do shares. And last but not least, don't forget, all trades are risky, so use your stops. All right, use your stops. And those are Coach's rules. We got the brand new picture in place, so hopefully Coach will be happy with that. Both pictures are cool. I like both pictures. All right. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna go ahead and get into some videos. What's up? Nobody wants to come and hang out up here today? What's happening? Leaving me to swing for the fences all on my own, right? Come on, guys. Come on. I need somebody up here with me. Otherwise, what are we doing? This is what this is about, right? It's a lounge for you guys to come chill and talk to us about your trades. If nobody's up here, you don't want to see me just sitting here talking all day, right? I don't have that much to say. Okay? So I tell you what, Apple, Apple was what I was in today. But I did dip off for a quick second. Okay. Apple is my mainstay. Okay. Shout out to David Giannis. David Giannis lives in Apple. Okay. Everybody, Eric Smoto loves Apple. Okay. Mitch, when he was with us, loved Apple. Why? Because it's a lot slower to trade. It's a lot slower to trade and a lot easier to learn. So if you get into Apple and you do it, and Eric, you gave a good analogy today. If you get into Apple and stay in it for like a good month, which is something that I'm coming up on. I've been doing it for about a good 3 weeks. This is like my 4th week just watching Apple. You will begin to see its ebbs and flows and begin to learn its patterns. Okay. And the cool thing about Apple is it moves slower. It doesn't rip your face off like some of the other stocks. I love Tesla too, but Tesla can be a face ripper. I heard somebody the other day call it Stressla. I love that. Okay. Nvidia, okay, can really kick you. She can eat your lunch. Okay. So you got to be careful. Apple is a nice slow mover. Ford is a nice slow mover. Apple moves a little bit quicker than Ford. Oh man. Look, I'm in here sweating. It is hot today. Ford can be a slow mover, but Apple runs a little bit better for you. Okay. Smaller stocks like Mara. All right. Smaller stocks like TTOO, which is a hot stock pick, TTOO. Smaller stocks like what? SPXL. Okay. Which is the derivative of SPY. Right. You can do those. CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines. Oh, I'm good. Thank you, though. My beautiful wife Jen back here. Carnival Cruise Lines, Roku, AMD is decent. Bruno loves AMD. Okay. But there are stocks that you can get in where you can get a smaller position size and still get some decent traction. SoFi. Okay. So, you know what I mean? Smaller position sizes. Okay. So, yeah, man. Oh, well, I had a little intro for Coach's Rules. I didn't get to do it. I forgot. I completely forgot that I did it. See, look, I did some editing today. I did a little bit of I forgot to do it. I was looking right there. I forgot to do it. So yeah, I'm working on it, guys. I'm doing little things to try to make the show even better for you. Okay, just little pops, little things like that. We'll start segmenting it off. Maybe we can get some news. Shout out to Lee. Speaking of Lee Zinger, we miss you, baby. It was so good hearing Lee in the Zoom call today, wasn't it, guys? You know, I tell you what. Give a thumbs up for Lee in the chat for me. Give a thumbs up for Lee. I'm gonna screenshot this. Give a thumbs up for Lee, just so he knows we're thinking about him, and we want him to be A-OK. What's up, Brad James, Linda L? Welcome. PW said thumbs up, Lee. Thank you, Eric Smoto. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, get those emojis in there, man. Stephen Williams, your mic is blurring. Is what? Is blurring the video, making your cam try to focus on the mic. Really? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so can you guys still hear me properly? Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it. Jay Rose, welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up for Lee. Everybody give Lee a thumbs up. Some people always got to go against the grain. Look, Air Twister, John Lee, they're like, we don't want to do thumbs up. We want to do the little green, the little blue monster in the pink can. It's all good. I love it. Thumbs up for Lee. Way to go, guys. All right, I'll send that to him. Okay, so can you guys hear me? Because this mic tends to get weird when I move it away too. So it's kind of a catch 22. Either you can't see me or you can't hear me. So all right, Brad James. He's got 3 thumbs up. Aaron Rod, thank you. Mustang Chris, thank you. Loud and clear. Awesome, Diesel Dan. Thank you, darling. Okay. So maybe what we can do is what we did Saturday, right? So we can maybe go into Discord and watch a few videos. That seems to be getting us. Now, don't forget, we found that L2 video last night. And those of you that are not familiar with the L2, Nate does that every morning, master class on the L2. Coach gave an awesome video on the L2, and Carter edited that up and got it out to us. And it shows you what the L2 can do for you. So yeah, we love watching videos in here because a lot of times you guys don't get a chance to do it. So that's another reason I play them, not only for you, but for me, so I can continue to learn. I've had several epiphanies watching those videos, and it's helped me, you know. Speaking of which, I was doing that today with Apple. I got in the 2-minute EWO right at the beginning of the day. If you guys remember, I talked to you when I was doing it, and I said, well, those of you that want to get in a 2-minute EWO, the second candle is there, and it's significantly bigger than the first. We're over the 21 and the 55. We're over the MA200. We're over VWAP. But Apple is kind of doing one of these, right? But, what was it under VWAP? What was the deal there? I don't know, but I think it was pretty close to it. I can't remember the exact scenario, but it was questionable. But there was enough information there for me to get in that trade. And I said, those of you who want to come in, let's go in. This exercise was really to help people stay in the trade. It wasn't about making money. Okay, that's what Coach tries to train us on. It wasn't about making money. It was about learning how to have those diamond hands when you have to have them. And at the end of the day, Eric Smoto was fired up, baby. He and TJ were going back and forth. I loved it. I mean, I think you guys single-handedly, technically it wouldn't be single-handed, it'd be both of your hands, but I think you guys made that stock go up. I don't know what happened there, but Apple SPY went ballistic. Okay, Spapple. Apple and SPY. Let's get the Spapple Club going. Spapple, baby. Yeah, you know, Apple and SPY were going hand in hand at the end of the day. And make a long story short, I ended up $14 in the red because I had 2 small position sizes. I got 2 small contracts at $17 a piece on Apple. And they ended up going down $14. So one of them was on its way to being dust, okay? But I stayed in it because of what was happening with Apple. Even though it kept dipping, you know, it wasn't to me a strong enough red and a long enough red, because after it got so big, it started going down the hill, as Coach says. So that let me know right then and there, this is not a strong EWO to the red side that's going to stay there all day long. So I'm going to stay in this call. I'm going to keep these 2 contracts. Ended up green $2 at the end of the day. That means I ended up making up $16 on a 0. What was that? I think it was 0.09 delta. Yeah. So it was like 3 out of the money. Okay. Not a huge delta, which, I mean, if it was, I would have been that would have been $140 instead of 14. So you see what I mean? You can stay in stuff longer and train yourself to think to stay in longer when you don't have position size to worry about. God, I'm trading. You know, it's my rent money, or this is way too much money right now. I don't want. If that element is not there because it's a smaller, comfortable position, Mark Mancini's mastering that right now. Let him tell it. He used to go in with 50 contracts. Now he's going in with like 10. Or was it 100 contracts? Now it's 50. I don't know. But either way, he's going in with smaller amount of contracts and decent position sizes so that he's not stressed about staying in the trade. A lot of times that's what you got to do. If you're not scalping, you need to learn how to stay in the trade. So I will pull up, let me go ahead and get off camera. I'm going to pull up YouTube so that we can go ahead and get our video on. Actually, I'm going to pull up Discord and go over into the training video section. Shout out to David because he and Carter really went to town getting those training videos ready, getting them categorized, and Carter brought that over to YouTube, which is amazing. Let's see. I think I heard somebody come into the backstage. Ralph, is that you?
You know it. I heard everybody asking for me and everything, so I had to come through. I heard they was asking for me. I said no. I had to come through.
All right, man. I missed you too, man. I'm like,
yeah,
I can't do this without Ralph.
I had to go take Big Ralph to an appointment, but doctor's appointment, coach have one. We all have them,
We have them.
Yeah. So
we have them, man. Let's see. I'm going through here now, trying to find the trading videos. What did you trade today? Did you do any?
No, I didn't trade because I had to do an appointment this morning, and then my dad had one. I lined them up for the same day, so that way I don't have to miss 2 days. Yeah, so I was listening the whole time, so I didn't make any trades though. Nope. See, I did make a trade. Let me see how it worked out. I had got 2 shares of Mara whenever it was at the bottom.
Mara, okay.
Yeah, and so it was way down there. Let me see.
There they are.
Let me see if they did anything, because I just set a trailer stop and walked away from
it. Sometimes that's what you got to do, man.
Oh, okay, they made 5 cents, so they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. They wasn't red though. All right, they wasn't red.
Wow. Let's see. What are we doing? What's on tap for today? We got basic mechanics. We got support and resistance. We got scalp entry training. We got chart patterns. What about chart patterns, Ralph? What you think about that one?
I love chart. Play it.
Let's do it. All right, so let's move it over here. I love it. Everybody was blowing up the chair like, where's Ralph? That's when you know you loved right there, brother.
I'm watching. I'm making sure y'all ain't doing nothing crazy like trying to trade SPY and you only been trading 2 weeks.
People want SPY.
I don't know what the attraction is.
They want SPY really bad.
Yeah. Start charting, start trading it on paper, start getting in with the Danny toe, and you can have SPY eventually. But don't go all in. Don't go rogue.
That's it.
It's in the rules.
That is it, brother.
But if you want it bad enough, you can have it.
All right. The first one, Candle Tea Masterclass. Let's hit it. Let me go ahead and get the music a little bit more manageable for us so we're not blocking out Coach there. Candle trading masterclass, baby.
Are you ready?
Yep.
So this
Yes,
was
we
still
are.
good. This obviously was bad, right? You had a lot of sellers pushing it down. Now you better really be careful because you were in this range. You already knew
That was
you were
my
in big
favorite
trouble.
one.
And if not, you're about to find out. This right here got pushed down. You can see long wick to the top. This is an undecided, which means we were going to the up, which now means we probably going to go down. Right here, the sellers pushing it down. This one was a 100% sure, telling you, get the hell out of here. See the hammer? This hammer is like, dude, if you're still here, I am about to rip your heart out because you already saw it got pushed down here. You already saw a giant, tremendous candle. You already got a turn signal to go the other way, and there's your hammer. You better get out, and if not, I'm going to run you over.
I'm going to run you over. I love that one.
See, like what I be noticing, and it didn't happen today, though. Today, the buyers came and took over. Ooh, this is my favorite one right here. I'm going to just stop and let
Now,
this
anytime when
play.
you hear a cup and a handle, what'll happen?
Cup and handle's your favorite?
It's my favorite. You know, Bruno sent me down the rabbit hole, so let it roll.
What's up, Bucket? Let's get Bucket in here. Hold up.
What's up?
What's
How
up? Bucket,
you doing?
doing good, man. You make any money today?
Yes. I'm sorry I missed the first 5 minutes. I don't know if you talked about that Apple train at the end of the day. That was
you know we
black.
did. You know
Bucket
we did.
Bucket want all the information. Bucket,
Yeah,
let me tell you something, Bucket.
Ralph,
Let me tell you something,
I'm going
Bucket.
to tone down and not say much.
Let me tell you something, Bucket. You're
Ralph,
never gonna be perfect in trading.
Right.
Perfect people struggle in trading. You save yourself a lot of stress.
Ain't that the truth?
The market isn't perfect.
Yep.
We human. We ain't gonna be perfect, and we ain't gonna be perfect in trading. You just causing stress that can be avoided.
Yeah. Well,
The market's always right.
Ralph, here's one thing. I'm an aeronautical and astronautical engineer, right? So for me to feel comfortable, whether I'm good or I'm bad, I need to know how everything ticks, right? And your points have been taken very, and Don's and the rest of the team, which is the market's the market. You're never going to figure the market out, because if you did, you'd be retired and doing your own coaching. So what I try to do is just understand the mechanisms y'all are talking about. Like, yesterday when you asked me about that reversal program. So it's all good for me. I am a person that searches for knowledge, but like the last 2 days, you may not have noticed in Zoom, I haven't asked almost any question. I'm just watching.
No. We want you to ask questions, though. We want you to ask questions. If you feel
Shout
like
out
you
to
don't
Danny
know,
Hobbs.
ask.
Yeah.
Danny Hobbs, Rob Zuko, I see you guys down there. Go ahead, baby. Arlo, what's up? Go ahead,
Bucket, listen. If you wanna know, ask.
Yeah, yeah. And now I'm just positioning myself to when to ask, right? Like this morning at 6 a.m. when we were all talking about order books and all that kind of stuff. I can tell you, Ralph, after all the training I did last night at the end of this show and talking to you guys this morning, and then actually spending an hour off of Zoom and just watching it myself, yeah, I'm totally lost. I mean, absolutely lost. Now,
what with the L2?
Yeah, no, so there's a bunch of training, Dawn, and this is why I'm saying there's a bunch of training courses that go into the L2 and show you examples of how the stock price will move down based on the L2 and move up based on the L2. None of that happened today. It's almost, and I bookmarked one of them because I wanted to see if he was accurate, and it was almost the exact reverse of what he was saying.
So where you getting these training courses from?
I did what Nate told me to do. He said, go on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So
it's a lot of fluff out there.
Yeah, I watched 2.5 hours last night, all the way till midnight my time.
So
2 videos. Yeah, and I'm going to take a break now because I much rather like this morning, breaking it down simply is Nate's answer to everything. When everybody starts throwing questions at him, technical, specific. Nate's like, no. Yeah, no.
But it really is simple though.
I'm sorry, Ralph.
I said, but it really is simple though. It's simple. It's
Yeah.
not a hard thing.
Okay.
It's just
It seems
overthinking
that
of things.
way, but
Yeah,
it's really, when you look at it, it's basically telling you who's buying what where
right.
and who's selling what where. And if you look at it, it's no more difficult than writing in support and resistance lines. And the
Mm-hmm.
thing about that is you're writing in support and resistance lines based on what it did before. The L2 is letting you know where those support and resistance lines are based it on right now, what's happening in the market. So
Okay.
you can use both of them together, like
So
David and I
I'll
did
let
the other
you
day.
and Ralph break this down simply for me. Okay.
So you put your limit order in, and you put it in at the price, and your price once you click OK or whatever, you send the order, it goes to the order book, and that's where you'll be sitting at, like your order. You see it on there,
Right.
and
So
so
go ahead.
when the price goes down, it has to go to those orders in order to fill it. Moves. So the reason started it started moving real fast once the market opens, right?
Right.
It get real confusing because they got market orders. There's no market orders in the I'm trying to say the pre-market where y'all was at.
Yeah. And there's no
I,
stops in the pre-market. Let me paint a picture for you, okay?
yeah, because
Okay.
I don't.
There. But let me paint a picture for you. So I come into the market, or I come into the Zoom call. Nate's like, Dawn, and I'm just making up a hypothetical here. This has happened to us a couple times. Dawn, LMT is running, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what price is it? It's like, well, right now it's 45 cents, but there are 2,000 people down at 40 cents. What did I say? 45 just now?
Yeah, but let's use right.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't matter
They're
which one.
at 45 cents. So, but don't just jump in. If you look at the L2 on the buy side, there are 2,000 shares ready to be sold at 40 cents. And I went and I looked back maybe like yesterday, day before, a couple days ago, and I really didn't see anything too far below 40 cents. So if you get in it, get in with those orders at 40 cents. So what do? I go over to Robinhood. I set up a limit buy for 40 cents. What happens is those orders that are still sitting up there and the market it's still trading at 45 cents, it starts to come down and fill those orders that are lower.
Right.
So instead of me getting in at 45, I've now saved myself 5 cents a share. I'm going to make up that 5 cents because it's going to go back up there. How do I know? Because there's sell orders sitting right at 45 cents.
Okay. So now, I mean, the great thing is I think I'm with y'all on the L2 for entering and exiting. I get it. What I'm trying to interpret is L2 while you're in the trade. Can you guys interpret the L2 to tell you if the stock price is going up or down?
Yeah,
But
that's
Dawn
what you're
can.
looking at.
I really don't
That's
use the L2 like that, but
Yeah,
Dawn
that's
use
what
it.
that's what
So
you're looking at. And you know what? Webull has something also called time and sales. If you look at that, a lot of times you can see orders sitting there waiting to be filled at certain prices. As you're looking at those prices on the L2, you'll see them fluctuate. You'll see them start to go down, you'll see them start to go up on both sides. That right there, just keep watching the prices and you'll see where the bids and the asks are rising and falling
Yeah.
real time.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, once you're in, keep watching it because you'll start to see, oh shit, wait a minute. That's going lower. Okay, the buyers are paying less and less and less and less and less. Whoa, and then if you look down even further, I think I can see like 10 at a time. I can see it going down. So I'm like, okay, I'm in a call and this is going down and it's going down fast. I'm getting the hell out of Dodge or I'm shedding. Or vice versa. Oh, cool. It's going up. And I see these sale prices going up too. The higher it goes, think about it. It's people that's got sell orders and buy orders on all levels. because at some point the stock has been bought and sold at every damn price. Okay. So you've got a bunch of sell orders that are also elevating in price. When you see both of those sides elevating in price, that means the stock's going up. It'll be really obvious to you, Bucket. Just stare at it.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
So what stops you from going in, buying your stock at 40 cents, and then putting in a sale order, limit sell order for 50 cents, but 10,000 shares, right? Obviously, you have to have shares, I guess. I'm just saying you can.
So you mean setting to take profit?
Yeah.
Well,
you can.
Yeah, you can.
That's what
but
Nate does
well,
that.
that's the only way you're going to be able to get out of the pre-market. So.
Right. He sets it for the lower price that he can find and goes and sees where it pretty much will top out at and sets his limit sell for that. Or maybe even a little bit before it so that he's assured of getting out of it.
So pre-market trading is a whole lot different than market hour trading, right? So
is that Nate? I think Nate might be coming in.
Yeah, well, I know he said he had a conference. He'll be able to explain it to a T. Nate is really good with it.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Hello. How are you?
Good. Look like you did good today, Dawn.
I did okay. I did pretty good. Well, I turned a red trade green. I turned the red trade green. I stayed in Apple all day, and I was determined to ride it out, future trader, until it got green. And I was green by $2, but either way, I wrote it.
You're green.
Hey, it was practice sitting in a trade. You know what I mean?
He held through the volatility.
Dawn
that's
and
it.
That last hour with Eric narrating, TJ talking, Ted, everybody. Yo, we want Apple to go down. No, up. Oh, it's going to break. That was the fun. That was so much fun.
It's like you owe me a cup of coffee. TJ was like, look, I will buy you a cup of coffee if that goes up there. I will buy all of you a cup of coffee. Eric, I don't think I've ever seen Eric that animated. That was so fun. He had so much energy at the end of the day.
Oh, he did, but he was doubling down, right? He had Apple and SPY, so any move there, he was excited and pumped.
That's not an easy thing to do. He made some money. Eric, you need to come up and tell us how much money he made, bruh. Oh my God, he killed it. I did scalp SPY today. I'm starting to get a little itching to scalp SPY. I don't like sitting in SPY, but I do like to go over and take 10, 15, 20, just 2 seconds, when you see it get in that rhythm and coach starts, and I cheat. I wait for coach to start really just yelling it out. He's SPY. When he starts that, I'm in. I'm like, SPY puts? SPY puts? Because SPY puts pay, dude. So as soon as he starts that, I will go look at it, and I stay in Apple. I'd stay in Apple. But today it was crazy because I was in a SPY put and an Apple call at the same time. And normally they go with each other. But for a little bit, Apple was doing its own thing, SPY was doing its own thing, and it was lovely. I got $50 out of SPY and I left it alone. I went back to Apple and just waited it out.
How many shares of SPY did you buy?
What did I do? I did 10.
10 contracts? SPY?
Yeah, 10 contracts at I think 9 cents a piece.
Okay, so you went way out of the money.
Yeah, I do because SPY moves like that.
Like an extra buffer for you.
Yeah, so that is if you're gonna do it, and I don't recommend this for new people at all. At all. Like if you're brand spanking new, don't mess with SPY because just as easily, that's why I said I got in and got out. Just as easily as it can go down or go up, it can flip on you and go the other way quickly. And before you know it, you're down $50. Okay, so it's not for the faint of heart because that has happened to me many times. So I learned how it works with SPY, and I learned the levels of SPY. So I'm familiar with a lot of levels in SPY now, and I'm like, okay, it's coming to a critical level. I'm going to get out. That's the cheat code right there. You got to learn the critical levels, guys, because that's going to tell you when to get in, how long to stay, and when to think about getting out. You know, and then the EWO just helps you stay in.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. The EWO was garbage this morning. It only really panned out.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's where the levels kind of help you. Because I was getting pissed. Somebody was describing how they were getting pissed at the EWO. And I remember thinking that when I first started, you know, I'm getting in the EWO and I'm getting in on the second candle and it's reversing and it's not lasting a long period of time. But that was because I wasn't familiarizing myself with levels. And I was jumping around to different stocks. Okay. You'll never get to learn a stock if you do that. And that helps.
Dawn, I'm 100% with you because my first week was a month and a half ago. And I thought, oh, yeah, well, we can do this. Come on, it's 2 minute EWO. You get in, boom, go to the next one. You get wrecked. In paper trading, got wrecked because I couldn't follow them all, right?
Yep.
And, you know, unlike what everybody says, you know, because you have that 20 or 40% stop, you know, you slowly want to move that up to get to green, right? So
yeah,
just move my stop from, let's say it's 20% straight to break even, because then my new stop is so tight, it's going to stop me out, right? So I slowly move from, you know, minus 20 to minus 10 to even. And then when it's green in the money, you know, I start moving my stop above to make green. But
yeah.
I mean, because today, Apple, I got lucky. I was able to stay in Apple from this morning through those two dips for one simple reason. I kept my stop at the minus 25% until I got out of my meetings at noon. Okay, I couldn't even watch it. So I was like, okay, worst case scenario, like you've said many a time. Okay, if it was 62 cents a contract, 5 contracts is $300. 20% of $300 is $60. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just let it go and let's see where we are. So the only way I really would have been hurt is if we did a 2-minute put EWO, right?
Yeah.
Would have missed out on the opportunity to make that 60 back up. That's the only thing I was thinking about. So I because I wasn't there.
That's okay. It happens, buddy. It happens. But you know, as long as you were green, at the end of the day, that's a green check mark for the day.
Yeah, today was super green. Second greenest day on real money. Nowhere near as green as I've been on paper, but real money, second biggest green day today, and it's all due to Apple in that last hour.
Woo!
There you go.
Second biggest green day. I love it. I love it. Guys, don't forget, we're getting all this training. You're VIP, both you guys, right?
Yeah, I'm VIP.
Listen, if you guys haven't joined the VIP yet, you're missing the boat. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Get signed up for the VIP lifetime right away. It is ending this week, guys. It's ending this week.
That was awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think I'm going to join.
I think you should. Right
now. In fact, I'm going to go over there.
Go do it, dude. You can click the link right in the description of this video. You don't even need to go far. That's the beautiful thing about it. All those things. And when you think about it, look at how Coach is strategic now. Look at the price of that stuff that's a la carte. Okay? When you think about it, all of that's included as well. Come on, man. You got to do it.
Brainer.
It really is. You're not paying separate for the hot stock picks. You're not paying set. You're getting all that stuff included. You can't beat it. I'm going to go ahead and play the video right now and allow you to go ahead over there and get signed up, brother.
Thank you.
Happen is it'll do this. So it'll come up here, and then you're going to get this handle, right? Then at this point, we want to see a nice big pop to the upside again, okay? And that's going to be determined exactly by this line right here. It's critical. So at that line, you will watch for it to break and hold. If it does, that should be a nice move to the upside, okay? So that's another good setup, right? Waiting to happen on WBA on Puny's call out.
Shout out to Puny. That was amazing this morning, Jimmy, wasn't it, guys? I love
Yeah, they are. You had a doji, which is a reversal. Remember this? So everybody check here. Here you go. A little bit of learning. So right here was to the downtrend, right? You had a doji, which typically will signal reversal. That's everybody doesn't know what to do at that point. You had a nice long candle to the upside. And then obviously the other candle that broke above it. These are all good moves.
You can't beat these videos.
Nope.
Reversal doji candle.
Perfectly executed. That was nice. Be careful. Right here's a reversal. Right there's a reversal. See it, Jimmy? You have to be careful of that can.
He's got the second 2-minute euro confirmation on
Calm
Amazon.
down.
I'm just saying, be careful right here. It doesn't going to, but you have to be more cautious at that point. That's when I start to shed a little bit. And then if it still goes the way I want, then I'll hammer it again. If not, I start to collect my profit here because that could be an indication that it's going to bounce to the upside on the next candle. Now I'm starting to look at if I'm going to enter calls or not because that's gone flat. Now it's going to bounce to the upside. You're going to see it move back up towards VWAP. There it goes. Congratulations, American Dream Trading.
I think that would be cool to do in here, some candle training.
Yep.
You know, get a couple of pictures of what some of the candles look like and how they behave.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'll work on that tonight and try to get some.
And you know what?
something else for
You know what might help bucket out with the understanding of the thing, the L2 thing.
What?
The basic, the order flow basics, like the orders that move the market. Like so, when you put a market order on it, that's what moves the price, right? So the limit orders, they only can like counter. Whenever you put a market order on, they pair your order up with a limit order that's there, so they can make the transaction, right? Yeah. And so if they got nothing but limit orders, once the market opens, then the price won't move. But if once the market order comes on, it do. So in the pre-market, it has to move to the limit orders. They don't have the market orders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's all the read in the comments to someone mentioned it down there. Let me find out who it was so I can shout them out.
Wow, Rob, that was huge. A light bulb. just went
PW.
off. That's
I think
makes sense.
PW was the one that said it.
You don't have
yeah,
market
PW.
orders, only limit orders. No wonder they get
Yeah, you
filled.
don't have the market orders. Right, so yeah, so whenever the market order comes on, like, all right, so that's why when I be like, if it's a reversal in the market, then whoever put that market on, they had to absorb all the sell orders that was coming in at that time. So that means whoever it was, or the group of people who it was, or whoever placed them orders at that point right there, if the price comes back and tap them out while they still in their trade, they're gonna be at a loss. So, under there, it should not go under there as long as they still in their trades, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. Candlestick pattern stock market training.
Oh yeah, but I just want to say one thing. The only reason why I've been looking
Tell
at
me
it
this
is
isn't
because
the-
it is so hard. It is so hard for me to buy from support. Coach sing that little song. That song is easier to sing that song than it is to do it. Okay, I just want to let you know that, Coach.
Calls
That-
on support.
I gotta
resistant.
look up anything I can to get the confidence to jump in. Like,
Ralph,
it's hard to do that
Ralph,
for me.
I'm going to use a
Huh?
great statement from a friend named Raphael in Zoom. Just do it, see what happens.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I've been doing that.
Well, so did I.
All
I
right.
tried.
I've been getting in.
I tried yesterday to buy calls at support, and of course the stock goes through. I'm like, okay.
But I'll tell you the reason why it's so hard for me, because I was trained in the beginning to don't try to call the top or the bottom, right?
Hi.
But you know, that was what I would have to do in the beginning, and it made me better because I was really because I was trying to do that and I get my face ripped off. So I tried to avoid that. In the beginning, when I first started, it was second candle above VWAP, you know the rules. I'm straight Ewo trader, not a scalper. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Wow. Look at the screen. Didn't we just talk about this? Doing something just like this.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we should definitely do some stuff like this. I'm gonna get some thumbnails together of some of these patterns so we can help the new people understand what they're looking at on the chart patterns.
Yeah, if you go to Discord, Don, in one of his training areas,
yeah,
a couple of things you can probably just rip through and cut and paste, and he
okay.
has some like the W patterns, and he has a whole sheet there on Canvas. So
nice.
That is one of your resources, because I studied that for about a week during this process.
Cool beans. Thank you so much.
I didn't do anything.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Turn signal. Hold on. Look at this. You see that? It was like, hey, we're going to ride to the moon. And then right here it goes, hey, we're going to go the other way. Do you see that candle? But do you see how perfectly it told you? And for the rest of the world who doesn't know what that is, I mean, you already knew, right? Doesn't matter what time frame. Oh, what do you know? There's a reversal. You see it, Callie?
Yeah, it's the upside down hammer.
See this, everybody?
Yeah.
Inverted hammer.
So yeah, Bucket, back to what you were saying. That's all I've been doing is I've been trying to, every trade that I took so far, when I'm trading on my own, is the top and the bottom, the sum. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. Basically, I know what I got to do to get the account up. I just go back to the Evo. I know I done did that so many times. Whenever it starts slipping away, I can just go on and rebuild it back up because I done did the Evo so many times. I know exactly which one to get in on. I know which one's gonna work. So, but I'm not really a good scalper, and we really training here. That's what I'm trying to get better. So, once I get it all in, then I can go to trading and trying to make money. Right now, training, right?
Yeah. So, Ralph, what is your favorite stock when you do your EWO? I mean, do you do them all, or you have a couple that you watch?
I trade Apple. I do TSLL sometimes. Whenever the market is down, I do the SQs instead of like the SPXU. I do that sometimes, but I like SQ better. I got a couple of long-term ones. Caterpillar. I move around a little bit, but my home is at Apple. Okay, I'm an Apple fanboy. Right?
Yeah.
So,
I love Apple.
I love Apple.
I love Apple.
Apple is the simplicity. That's what's the good thing about it. That's the one that I trade. That's the one I traded coming in. That's the one that I trade now. I will always do that one,
Apple's like being in a happy marriage. You don't feel the need to go anywhere else because it kind of gives you everything you need. You know what I mean? I know I said I've been kind of dipping in SPY a little bit lately. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Wait, Ralph, did you just hear that? This beautiful mantra, how Apple's a marriage of love and care. Although I'm going to SPY tomorrow. Oh.
But I give her that though, Bucky. I give her that though, Bucky, because she traded SPY before. It's not like.
Absolutely. She's like, I love my Camry, but boy, does that Honda Accord look good. We'll see.
But listen, when I first started though, I traded the smaller ones though, man. When I first started, I traded really small ones. I think I had, what was one that I think I did Peloton for a long time, but Peloton was bigger than what it is now because it's been just it fell to the floor. What's another one that I did? Ford. I did Ford forever, of course. That was on the list. I think I traded Goodyear tires, but it's not enough volume in that one, so don't do that one. What's another one that I traded hardcore that was when I first started? I'm trying to think. SOXL.
Oh, I remember that
I
one.
only would jump on that whenever coach them calling it out. So, it's a smaller
Is
version
that
of
still
the
still
chip
SPY?
stocks. No, it's an ETF though. So listen, the good thing about SOXL is you can do both down moves and up moves because you got SOXS, right? So you got SOXL, which is I guess it's like a basket of chip stocks. So I guess you can kind of say it's like SPY, but it covers one sector. I don't know exactly which one's in there. I know it's like AMD, NVIDIA, they all the same thing, right? And so that's the bull side. And so whenever those stocks all are doing bad, you switch to SOXS, and that's the downside. So you can do both. You know what I'm saying? You can do puts and calls with shares if you don't do, if you're not ready for options, right?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at them
But if
down there
you are
giving
ready for
TJ a hard
options,
time about this coffee.
what TJ did, what I missed, TJ man,
TJ promised to
TJ shake them out for me.
buy the Apple Core. The Apple Core. That's a good name for the team.
All right, so I'm on that
Coffees.
list. What I
Coffees
miss?
for
I
people
gotta
that
get mine.
challenged him about the stock going up.
Yeah, Ralph, here for the last hour.
I think I was here for the last hour. Where I was the last hour of the market, I was in and out because
So we were
that's when I was
panel
leaving.
trading. Both TJ and I, and this is even before Ted came in. And TJ said, "Okay, this is where the top's going to be, and it's going to go back down again. And I'm going to buy it again because he's buying shares." And then that's the time Eric came on. And goes, "No, it didn't. It's going to go up." And TJ was like, "Yeah, no, it's going to go down." And Eric was like, "No, it's going to go up." And it went down a little bit, and TJ started going, "Oh yeah, oh yeah," and then all of a sudden it reversed and started going up, and that's when it shot to the moon for the rest of the day. It was just because every 2 seconds Eric's like, "Apple, new high, new high, new high, new high, new high."
And TJ's thing was,
Apple.
"I will buy you a coffee if it goes up."
Right.
And Eric was like, I want my coffee. I want my coffee. Look, so now they're down there talking about digital Starbucks cards and shit.
So TJ didn't think it was gonna go up?
No.
TJ, what are you thinking?
Nope. TJ didn't think it was gonna go up. And he offered all of us coffee. That's when Ted came in. Eric got, like you said, Eric.
Okay, so let's just
TJ
go
and
back
Eric,
to the last
I
3
got
days.
a ring over here, man. You guys need to come. You guys need to come on up here in the ring and let us hear you hash this thing out. Go ahead.
But then for the last 3 days, Apple been doing opposite of the market basically. That's what I've been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
SPY. I heard Coach saying today it really showed because Coach is like, the whole market is crashing. The SPY is holding on. The Apple is the one holding it up. I know y'all heard that because, well, I don't know if y'all heard.
Yeah, we heard it.
Yeah. So, and I guess the day before that, I think you had you've been trading. Well, no, you traded SPY yesterday. One day, Apple came out and it went up. The whole market bottomed out, and so Apple went into like another. Like, you know how it go up and then it tests the support turn to resistance. Below that, it kind of went in like a wedge pattern. And then as soon as it went up under the support that turned to resistance, the change, as soon as it went up in there, it got pushed back up. So if you just open up a chart and look at the last 3 days, Apple's been hanging up. I mean, it ain't been dropping.
It has.
Even whenever the rest of the market is falling, Apple is just is acting strange. Apple has a mind of its own, though, so.
Yep, absolutely. It was doing that yesterday.
Yeah.
Apart from VWAP, those hours it sits there plus or minus 35 cents from VWAP. I'm like, come on, man, let's do something. Because like you said, the 2-minute EWO, it's like, okay, is that candle really bigger than the last one? I can't even call this the second green candle. And by the time it gets to a candle big enough to call a Evo, you're like, well, wait, I'll wait for one more. And sure enough, it's the next candle smaller than the previous green one. And then it goes to the bottom side, and then it comes back up to the top. Ugh.
Well, usually if the VWAP line is flat, that's what you'll get, right?
Yeah.
So when the VWAP
Yeah, if it's
line
around
is going
VWAP,
in,
you really don't even want to be getting in it, really.
right, you don't want to trade around VWAP. And if the VWAP line looks like a key horizontal level like you drawed it on your chart, that's not it for the day. You want that thing to be going up in like an incline or decline.
Yeah.
Sideways market is good for channel traders, but
and if it's a channel, you want it to be a long channel where you're actually going to get some traction out of it.
right,
You know what I mean?
Yes, I want it to look like Tesla today. Right? Tesla was, so, and we're not trading Tesla as new, or everybody says with Tesla, so I'm not in Tesla. But boy, that would have been a nice
good choice.
So
Yep. I'm gonna play this video, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull up Weeble so we can look at some of these charts too. Come on.
What I can tell you here, Pastor, same thing. Are you listening?
Always.
We had a change here. Okay. This went up, curled, up, curled, up, curled. Look at the change.
Yep.
See the W?
Okay.
That could be a sign of a reversal, Eric.
But you would wait for that break above that there to.
Now I would be more leery because of this move that has not happened all day, right?
Yeah.
Just like when we're reading the regular candle patterns, it doesn't mean it's not going to do this and then buy. But I'm telling you now you need caution. This has changed. This whole area has changed. Do you see it?
Yep. Also known as the double bottom, correct?
That's right. So now I would be watching this level. This pattern has changed. Notice this is completely different than it's been all day, right? See how it's starting to go real flat, right? It's not straight down, comes up, straight down, comes up. Now it went down, up, sideways. See it?
Yep.
So the overall trend, something has changed. I'm just making you aware of we don't have this nice pattern anymore.
Oh, listen. I know this ain't about stocks, but this is just something that I had to tell y'all about. So my dad, he got his, you know how you got to go and get your lab work done before you do an appointment? So he got an appointment next week too. And so we're waiting to get that, right? And we're in the hospital or whatever. This is early this morning. And my dad, they got another guy that's sitting in the window. His back is turned. And he got on a hat, just like Coach's hat. My daddy was like, yeah, that's that. He was like, yeah, my dad, that look like just like Coach had right there. I'm looking like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? And so I got a little closer, and when the guy stood up to turn around, my dad was like, yeah, he got the same shirt on. He must have Coach's hat on. I said, I know this dude ain't got an ADT hat on. At first, I was tripping out, like, what the hell Coach doing at the damn thing? I know he got an appointment, but I'm looking at him on the damn thing. He not at an appointment. And so I was like, yeah, that hat look exactly like that. At the same time, Coach started pulling his hats out. I guess somebody was asking about him. He had like a black one. The one that he had on, he had like 3 or 4 hats. And I said, yeah, Dad, that's the one that I was going to get you right there, the black one. He was like, yeah, I like it, but it got the screen back in the back. You know, I got a bald head. I said, Dad, you're 82 years old. It'd be weird if you didn't have a bald head, dude.
Leave Dad alone.
Hell. My God.
Wow. Candle pattern. You know, it reminds me of when Coach was talking about when he went to New York and the kid had him take his picture, and all of a sudden he pulls out an ADT hat. And he's like, hey, Coach, what's up?
Yeah.
It could have been that way. It could have been Coach.
I had to make sure it wasn't the logo, though, because it was a circle and everything, but it was like a firefighter's hat. But it was the exact same color as Coach's hat, same logo. I'm like, what the? I was like, we got an ADT member here? What?
Wow.
Crazy,
I tell you.
Even in this little thing, right? In my brain, I'm already calculating all these moves, right? I'm already watching each candle, each pattern, each one, the one previous. Where's it going? Where did it go? How did it start? What kind of volume was in there? What did it do? Where's it going? what's happening on my level 2 at the same time? Is there any resistance I need to be watching at the exact same time this is happening? In the meantime, I'm always like right here. I'm paying attention to where the previous zones were of what I need to look for. Like, notice I don't need the whole day. I don't care about the day. All I need is this right here in front of me. This is telling me everything I need to know about it. You see how right here this got bought right back up, but you can see it's pushing down. You can still see the body is still lower than the previous body, right? Like all of these things. Every single one of these. Notice this is starting to change direction. Do you see how this is going a little flatter? You see this?
Yeah.
So instead of it went down, 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 here it went flat, flat. You see this?
Yeah.
This is the change. It's the change, though. It's literally these one little microsecond changes, but you need to be able to adapt, play them, manipulate them. Like the second it happens, you're changing them. But you can tell, like, the way it's flatter instead of pulling down. Do you see how it's just not down, 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 down? It's changing. There you go. See, it's changing.
Sideways now.
See?
Popping
Boom.
up.
There you go. Now, anybody else who had been scalping that would have been like, what? It's perfectly to the downside. Look. I'm like, I'm telling you, it's not. I can see it. It's changing. But thank you, DT. You see right here, DT? Look.
Yeah. It's like a chia pet.
Huh? Now, see, now somebody would have been burned right here.
I sure would have. Like, oh my God.
Oh, what do you mean, coach? They were like, what are you talking about? That looks beautiful. It's all to the downside. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, it's not. It could have literally just popped and then started making a move to the other direction. But I knew that at least out of this gate, this was going to have some kind of move to the upside. It didn't mean it was going to be this big of a movement, right? You're never going to guess drastically like this. But I could tell you that I would not be trying to short this here, right? Because I'm going to get burned. So this would have been a long, which I would have got paid nicely because it ended up being a really big long instead of what I thought could be a small pop, right?
I ain't gonna lie. Every time I get confused with the candles, because sometimes those candles can be something can be happening, then there's another thing will take over. But the Evo, like, you know, the Evo, that's what I look at. Is it still growing? Is it getting smaller? When I get confused, because I'm not really, I mean, I can read candles, but I'm not really that good. Whenever they start doing crazy stuff, the Evo still be tracking, you know, it's lagging, but it still let you know that, hey, this thing is starting to go up or whatever direction it's telling you it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a stock that anybody wants to look at?
I want to see this head and shoulders training.
Well, let's go.
Every time the tighter get.
This was the Head and Shoulders. Let me draw it out for everybody else. So here's your head, everybody, in case you're wondering what is he talking about. So what this means is the Head and Shoulders, if it breaks the plane right here where the shoulders are, right, it pulls. And do you see it did? This? Yeah, just like this. Notice the shoulders aren't parallel, right? See this?
Yeah.
So I never go by that, and you just can't. There's too much movement. But I do like, only because people put weight on it, I do like that this looks like a Head and Shoulders. Again, head, shoulder, and then right here, this is what you look at. So as soon as it broke the same area as this one, people are like, hey, that's a Head and Shoulders. If it can't hold, it's going to pull, and it does, right? People put weight in it.
That's really important right there. So listen, I was talking to Cox one time. I sent him a picture of one of my trays, and I was, you know, telling him to just take them Evo trays like I'm telling you, Bucket. And so I was trading. It was just a random pair that I saw the Evo on. And it was just one that I don't even trade. I saw the second candle. I jumped to the trade. And then I started looking for confluences. And then that's when I seen the Head and Shoulders and marked it out. And Cox was like, I saw you had that marked out. That don't even look like what the hell? That ain't no head. I was like, man, listen, the top don't even really matter that much. It's the neckline that is going to break. And that's what makes
right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that it's actually the neckline that you're looking for with that.
But the sequence is, you know, left shoulder, right shoulder here, or whatever. High, higher, high, lower, high. I guess. I don't know. I just look for that bottom support to break.
Candle wick channels and reversal training. Oh, I like this. Wicks versus bodies, baby.
This is
so right here. Everybody, you can see this right here. These are all your channels. You see how I'm drawing these out? We're going off these wicks. Remember, the more it touches, like right here, the more it touches, the more value it has, right? You can see we're in a new channel. You see these? And I'm drawing these out from here, right here, and here. The reason we care about those, John, is because let's say you're in a put, you need to know not only candle watching. By the way, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. John, do you know what typically happens between the 5th and 7th candle going in the same direction?
No clue.
It's
Reverse.
going to breathe back or reverse. And there you go. See it?
Carter be on point with the videos, don't he?
I love his editing. I love the hands. They are so cool. Hey, listen, guys, do me a big fat favor here. We are at 64 people in the chat, but we've got 33 likes. Everybody that's in the chat right now, do me a favor and dip out and smash that like button for me. Thank you very much.
Button.
I'm sure. Smash it. I'm sure Coach would appreciate it.
You need a smash sound effect, Dawn. Like two.
We need sound effects, period.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would be fun.
You asked a question earlier. BZB Trading had a question about a stock. I don't know what X is.
X is a U.S. Steel. It's just the letter X.
Yeah, so
we'll be trading at around 30-something, huh? Last time I saw it.
FSLY. Isn't that one of those stocks that's traded pre-market? Pull my Weeble.
Which one is it? X or XXL? Oh.
Well, he BZB Trading said X or FSLY.
Oh, I don't know what FSLY is. That's a high stock.
Like that is how am I going?
I don't know.
Yeah, fast. Whatever Fastly does.
X is U.S. Steel. So the FXL is probably something in the same sector.
Yeah, I guess. Mm-hmm.
He wanted to take a look at it?
I don't know. He's asking you a question. I'm new. I'm not offering any advice. I'm facilitating right now.
Right. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's pull this off because I just pulled it up on Weeble.
Dude, look at that background. Hey, future traders not saying anything.
What's the person's name? Why don't you go out to the description of the video? Click the BZB. Why don't you go click the link that says click here to join the panel right out in the description of the video and come on up. And if you're trying to pick apart one of these trades, then let's do it. Let's do it. Let me go ahead and share the screen.
Okay, guys, I think I'm hearing some music. Is this coming from my phone?
No, I have background music on.
Oh, I'm sorry. At my phone.
You're not the first one that said that, so.
I know.
My daughter got a hold of it and was on one of those.
You know I'm a musician. I got to have music going at all times.
That's cool. Got to have the rhythm. You got it.
All right. So here's X right here.
Let's see. How much is X now? 30-something or it went down?
Yeah, look at you, 32.
Guys, shout out to Lee Zinger. He called it whenever it popped. It left a gap. It probably came down and filled the gap and went farther.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is this?
The gap that happened probably about a month ago, though.
Oh, you're in the aftermarket. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on in the aftermarket.
What is your question for
X
and future trader and Dawn?
Did you buy in here somewhere?
Did you trade it today?
I don't know. I'm not seeing a reply yet.
I'll go ahead and keep the videos going.
Mm-hmm.
What's your question, boy?
BZB.
Y'all scared him away.
Huh?
I
said y'all scared him away.
had a swing from 2 weeks.
Don't get scared.
BZB, we have the chart up. Did you have a specific stock question they could answer?
Yeah, we don't bite, dude. You can come on up.
So he said he had a swing from 2 weeks ago. So go out to probably about the 4 hour chart. I guess I don't know how long.
At least
1 hour at least.
Here's the 4 hour.
Huh?
It's been on the rise.
Yes, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good chart. Look at that Evo though. That Evo
This
just
is
say
crazy
get in.
right here. Yeah, and stay in.
Yes.
Okay,
Wow.
so yeah, you're saying from 913 was when it was at its last low point, right? And that was at 30.05, and today you're at 32.61. Right?
Oh, he's talking about the day. I'm thinking about the time. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
September 14th.
So, so from a perspective of, I looked on my Webull, y'all. I'm sorry, because I didn't understand. Sorry. If you look at in the last, from 8/29. So let's say the starting of September, it went up, came back down to the same price, middle of September, and then it's gone up steadily. What almost? Oh yeah, 30 and 30. Almost.
I know.
Almost.
I know. Whenever. My bad. Go ahead, Bucket. Finish.
Nope. Almost 10%. Look, I am not offering anything. I'm just descriptive, so you can tell me.
Go ahead.
So, go ahead.
I was just gonna tell you my trade, but my trade is so far back it don't matter.
When's your trade? When was your trade?
Oh, shout out to Lee Zinger. You know what I'm saying? He called it out, and I guess I got news from Benzinga or whatever. And it popped up overnight, so I left a big gap. So I just waited. I wanted to come back down, and whenever it turned, that's when I got in. I got in on the candle, and I had just got a couple shares of it. I think I had got like 3 shares of it or something like that. And I think I ended up holding it because I was doing a lot of. My cousin brought a bobcat out here. That's neither here nor there. I held on to it for a couple of days.
Wait a minute.
For a couple of days. Well, it wasn't well at the time. It was shares, right? So whenever it came down and it went back up, I guess it was like a retest. I got in on the candle. Like I used the EWO to end it.
Nice.
But, yeah, so I was so busy it was up. So I'm not just gonna sell it because it was up. I was dragging the stop loss on it. And the day got busy.
That was nice.
Yeah, and so I let it go.
That's
why
nice
I was
trade.
worried about how high it had went, because sometimes whenever news come out, they just go up and then they come back down. But this one just kept rising. But anyway, I set a trailing stop every morning until I tapped it out.
Okay. Well, hey, that's good. So here's a great question, Ralph and Dawn, that I think either one of you could answer. BZB just said, obviously over the last 2 weeks, they've had success in X. From the middle of September to today, it's gone up over 10%. Okay.
I was just looking at that. Yeah.
And what BZB is saying is they're not very good at taking profits, hitting highs, and don't know if I should hold or take profits. And I think this is a great time for you guys to remind everybody what shedding is.
Yes. It's what I should have had did instead of just setting the trail. But again, I was busy. So basically, instead of just getting off the whole position, or I don't know if you were doing options or shares. I mean, if it was options, you'll be there for the whole day. So if it goes up, you can, if you're undecided on thinking it's going to go farther, but you still want to take some profits, shed a couple of the options contracts. You don't have to be in a battle unless you just only have one we don't suggest anymore because getting to is so much better.
Yeah,
Right,
because
Don?
if you can see, yeah, definitely. Like right in here, when you start to see it do things like this, right after a run up like that, that's when you might want to go ahead and shed. And look, if you look down here, it's at the highest point, right? So when it starts doing stuff like that, like right there, that's a not a shooting star, but that is a oh man, what is that? Is that a shoot? No, the shooting star is down.
Well, I mean,
I forget what you call it right here, but either way, it's showing you here that it's starting to level off. So yeah, Bucket's right, Ralph's right. You should start shedding at this point. I don't know how many contracts you've got, but you should, at least take some off the table. All this profit, that's not going to last. Okay, it's not going to stay green like that. So start shedding, because at some point it'll start making its way down, which right here you can see that candle is lower than where it's been. So it may be beginning to start the descent.
Eric Smoto said, eat the cookie.
Eat the
Don't
cookie.
forget to eat the cookie.
Hey, Don.
I love AET.
Yeah, that's 10-4 right there. What's that today, guys?
What?
10-4. That's today's day, right?
Yep, 10-4.
Yep.
So look at the difference between the height here and the height here. So you don't want to wait till it starts rolling down, down, down. See where it comes at tomorrow. If it's lower than here, you need to shed some stuff, bro.
And then a perfect example of this, you'll pull up AMD because Bruno, he trade AMD a lot. So I heard him in and out today, and I saw him post in the chat like, right now is the time to be getting puts. But if you would have looked at the chart at the time, it looked like puts. But look what the stock ended up doing towards the end of the day. Shoot, AMD got a second win.
And Bucket, I'm sorry, what were you saying, baby? I cut you off, I think.
No, I was just going to say, based on looking at Coach's Discord, what you were referring to was called an evening star.
Yes. Yeah. He had it on the
those candles.
Yep, he had it on the bottom there, that picture. But yeah, you know what? I am gonna go in there. It's under the education channel, right?
Yeah, the candles and even the patterns, are under his stock education. Just scroll up. It's like the second or third post of that entire thing.
Okay.
Because there's some content in here that you can use for your show. The difference between amateur traders, professional traders. I mean, there's some stuff in here that could at least help you. Anyway, take a look.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what I was thinking about doing. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Nope. Like I said, I can search.
So go to some smaller candles, Don, like 5 or 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right. Let me see.
Where's the time frame?
Put the 5 minute. Let me see, because it seemed like I was looking at Trader V though. Okay, so go back to the 2. Both of them are the same. I don't know why I was looking so different. Probably
yeah, they do look damn near the exact same.
Probably because I was looking at a Robin Hood chart pattern. But anyway, it looked like it was getting heavy somewhere in here. Maybe it was around the height of the EWO. Well, you see how the EWO starts curving, but the price is still going up,
Yeah.
And you'll be thinking getting them put. That thing rolled all day long. So
what's with that big ass candle at the end of the day?
At the end of the day. You talking about the volume candle?
Yeah.
That's the volume.
Yeah.
Well,
right, so that's a lot of volume and it ain't going nowhere. Small candle, so that's a red flag. That's what I call it. when I see a big candle of volume and a small spread candle, that's a red flag to me. Or vice versa. If it's a small volume candle with a big,
Bruno was like, "Oh, I hate you, AMD. Oh, I hate you." I'm thinking that after all of this is where a lot of that was coming in.
Yeah, but I remember Bruno posting like, don't think about puts for AMD. When I looked at the chart, it looked like it was going down, and then all of a sudden, boom, it exploded. Right along with Apple and all the rest of the, that run at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Because it was just hovering above VWAP. It didn't do much above VWAP, and then it came down, and that's when he was saying everybody right around 130. Do not get into puts. Do not get into puts. And then it turned the day, right?
Right. Yeah, that's what I saw. But
Well, that's what I'm trying to
figure
figure
out.
out.
A little different.
I'm trying to figure out this thing Dawn's showing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like,
I don't have any indicators on there.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why this chart don't look like what I was looking at the time. Anyway, maybe it was this down candle and this up candle right here at I can't see the time. Right there by your mouse. Go back some. 2 candles back. All right, 2 candles forward. See what we were saying the high today? And it turned down right there and it went back up. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But the point that I'm trying to make is, if you think it's time to go in the put and you holding calls, and you think you want to, just take profit or whatever, don't sell out. Don't be a sellout. Just sell out.
Wow, look where VWAP is. I mean, that thing left VWAP in the dust.
Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah, I think you were just
bucket
aftermarket. Now, okay, there you go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So we're looking at the aftermarket. See, I can't see the time. That's what it is.
Yeah. Punch it. Right, there we go.
Okay, now I was confused, Don.
You're looking at the end of the
yeah,
you're dealing with a blind person. Come on now.
There we go. I'm sitting up there like,
so
I bet you they in the chat like, what the hell is he talking about?
Where the aftermarket starts. You know how normally it's shaded? Look at that.
Yeah, why is it shaded?
Why isn't it shaded? I have no idea.
Go to the corner down there and it should be extended hours. Well, no, you got the extended hours on. I don't know why it isn't shaded.
Yeah,
because mine usually look like a brown and a blue and a dark.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I can tell where it starts. Yeah, it's a setting in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's Bruno? He know where it's at.
Yeah, that's pre-market.
That's Eric's Moto. Eric's Moto knows all about the settings of Weedo too.
That was pre-market today.
All right, so if that was pre-market, scoot up some.
Yeah, now you're starting the day. Keep going.
This will tell me down below. Yeah. All right, so this is
Yeah, because I was real confused. Good call, Bucky.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Weeble chart at the same time. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I had to either be looking at Robinhood or TradingView, so I'm pretty sure I was looking at TradingView because Robinhood sucks.
This is saying 921.
Right. Okay. What are you in right now? We can't see your screen. Are you in the 1 minute or 2 minute?
There's the shaded part. Okay. Yeah, I am.
Well, how you pulling it back behind the shader? You can't go behind the shader wall. That's.
I know. I don't know why that's doing that. Hold up.
Yeah, your chart got small. That's why. Okay, there you go. So on the numbers, 97, 98, squeeze it down. Do you know how to squeeze down?
Yeah, go to the right side of the chart, down to the numbers.
Chart where the numbers are. The other side.
Over here?
Side. There you go. Yeah.
Squeeze it.
That.
Oh, there you go. Keep going. Well, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Boom. There you go. Now you can move the whole chart to the left. There you go. And now you can scrunch up that whole thing to see everything.
Shout out to Bucket for teaching us how to work Weeble.
Keep going, Don. There you go. So go all the way to the end. Yeah. See, I don't even think you were on the right day. Keep going. Keep going.
Couldn't have been.
Here's today. Keep going. Nope, that's not today.
That ain't today either. Keep on going.
Ah, there we go.
All right. There we
So
go.
now keep dragging it over to the left. There you go. Perfect. Boom. There's today.
Go.
There it is. Now go ahead.
So where does the aftermarket, the end of the day, start?
Yep. Now go ahead and go back on those numbers like you did before, Dawn. And it's over on the far right. Okay.
Yeah.
Now move it up. Now move it. Yeah. Just drag those numbers. There you go. Okay. No. Too far.
What?
So we can see the whole chart.
Okay. Gotcha. So that is
what's
okay. That's 138. Yeah, that's 138.
On what you can do is go over there where see where the number says 104.9 there 97.
104.97. Yeah.
I think you got
here.
It. Right there. Okay, you moved. You see the plus and the minus? Go right back into the middle of the screen. See there? Right there, the plus and the minus that highlights in the middle of the screen. Just
yeah.
Right. Now go ahead and go minus.
Okay.
Keep going. Now you're getting the whole stock into the page. Now you can just, there you go. Beautiful. Now you see where it was this morning, where right there. There's your whole day. That's yesterday. So your day.
So yeah.
Yeah, the great thing. They start. See the high volume in the middle and the high volume at the end. That is your day.
Okay, nice. So now it's coming to me now. So this little downtrend right here, not that one. Keep on going. That's the start of the day right there, right? And so it was riding up all day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the start of the day. I hope so.
Yep. And then it hit.
It was a big bull run. It was a big bull run. Then it started to drop off. And that's whenever he was like, don't go on the put, you know? So at that point right there, if you was like, I don't know if this is going to go down. And if you would have just sold off, look what happened towards the end of the day.
Yeah.
Or you would have been like, Bruno don't know what he's talking about. And so went into a put.
Wow.
That's the point that I was trying to make. You don't want to sell off your whole position, especially if you're so far up.
Yeah. Well, that was the point around 1:30, right after lunch, like you were saying. And it was right over there where that arrow is. People were talking about going into puts, and that's when he was saying, watch out, right? Because it never got below VWAP. It was just the signal right there. You see all that red right there? You're fine. Right
yeah.
There, red.
So is TJ in here?
Yeah.
All this?
TJ's on the mic. Go ahead, TJ. Welcome to 94.7 Death FM. Let's go.
What's up, TJ?
Y'all finish what you're doing?
So you talking about this?
Yeah. Your scale's just a little.
Yeah, that's a.
If you could drag go over to the numbers again on the right side.
Uh-huh.
And instead of going down, click the number and move your mouse up.
Click what number? Like the actual number here?
Use your mouse button and then move the mouse up. It'll change the scale in the bar. Click it. Click the number, keep the number clicked, and then scroll up. No, yeah. Okay, other way. There you go.
There you go.
Keep going. There you go. Now do you see it? There.
Yeah.
There it is.
You see the drop off right there?
Drop off?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Look at
that. Where that arrow is. People were talking about puts. And it's above VWAP, but you have the signal, right?
Yeah.
And let me tell you right now, the EMA cloud at that point in time was not in your favor either, right? And he was just
headed towards VWAP.
Yep, above VWAP. The EMA cloud's not in your favor. Yes, you got that, so it may not have been one.
Hey, can you guys excuse me for a second?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dawn, read your private message. You said?
Hold on.
Sorry, guys. I had to. You guys see this.
Yep, no problem, sir.
You say it, Dawn?
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: there's nothing in it.
So let's play a coach.
All right.
Let's play coach's video then.
Yeah, I don't even use it, but yeah, let's do it. But I don't even use it. But thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, so the whole point of that was, you know, there wasn't a lot in your favor, is what Bruno was saying. I was not saying any of this. I'm only regurgitating what Bruno said. Be careful is what he said at that time. And then it turns around after those two reds, goes green, and it's green for the rest of the day.
He knows the stock. He sleeps with the stock. He knows its moves.
Yep. But really,
interesting.
At it, you should have been in. Well, you could have been in the EWO at 11-12, and you would have never gotten out of it because it never went below VWAP if you got in at 11-12. But anyway,
interesting.
I don't go AMD anymore. It ripped my face off in paper trading.
Yeah, I tried messing around with AMD, and I remember when it was trading below 100, and Lee was really, really into it. Remember, he got Coach to add it onto the pre-market setup, and he was really, really into it. And I tried it then. He and somebody, I think it might have been Kim, that was in it, and yeah, it just ripped my face off, man. I just couldn't get a handle on it.
Yeah.
I like AMD though.
Yeah, me too.
I like it too, but it doesn't like me.
It doesn't like me either. So, plenty of others. Hey, I just got an email from Coach. I guess he's testing the email system.
Are you sure it's Coach?
Yeah, it's not Coach. It's American Dream Trading email. That's a nice little advertisement.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
time
to advertise. Don't forget, guys, if you have not gone to the link there's 3 links in the description of this video. All right. The first one is click here to join the panel. If you want to come up and let us know how your day was trading, good, the bad, the ugly, let's come talk about it. The second one is American Dream Trading. Go there and click right away so that you can get signed up for any one of the a la carte services like hot stock picks, monthly workshop classes, trading view indicators. If you want to join VIP for the year, $2,500. But right now, the flavor of the month, baby, is the VIP lifetime. All right. Go over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. And the third is if you'd like to donate to the tip jar to help the host, it is much appreciated. And it's in the lower left of this screen. That is the Cash App, and the link for it is in the description of the video. Guys, I'm loving this education. Bucket, listen, you keep asking us questions, but you're really leading the show tonight, man.
No.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
Telling you.
I'm loving it.
No.
You guys make my job easy. You know, with the outside. Hey, listen, I can sit back and just chill and give you guys all the pictures you need. Make a joke here and there. You guys, hey, run with it, because
No.
it is awesome. I love being up here with people. I
just-
don't like doing it by myself, man. And it's no fun by yourself. Come on now.
Exactly.
So thank you guys for
That
being up
is-
here.
So
It's a lot of jury in these videos. Y'all miss them.
So
Yeah.
guess who showed up, Dawn and Ralph and
TJ, and is Eric Smutto in here? Because I was letting them in. I didn't look at the names though.
TJ's here, but Eric's just talking smack on the chat. I don't
Eric,
know to get in.
come on, man. Don't let me down, dude.
Eric, I need to eat the cookie refresher course. Come on up. Come on
Eric,
up.
don't be scared,
See,
man.
I had to come up
TJ
on mic because Bruno blocked me
that's
again on
good.
typing.
Did he?
TJ stepped into the ring. Eric, come on. You really think Bruno's blocking you, don't you?
No, I'm just kidding. But I do run out of type. I think I probably type too much, and then it just don't let me type anymore. Then I go over to the phone, and I can type for a few more minutes, and then no more. That's it.
Does it what does it do? Does it regulate that?
That's what I was gonna tell you,
Like-
Don. I think I'm blocked out of the J&J video.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
I think it's probably like I probably type a lot, so I probably get the spam blocker thing.
You type as much as you talk? Oh, okay, no wonder. Okay.
Damn, Don. Damn.
Oh, it's a
Leave
love.
TJ
Wait,
alone.
I got a
TJ,
question.
my
If TJ don't talk, something's wrong, man.
Do I
Something's wrong with the
honestly
day.
Go ahead
talk
with it.
as much as some people do?
Yeah.
Anywhere
TJ,
near.
are you asking that question? You talk more than
Well.
most of us do. What the hell are you talking about?
But
dude?
on a single topic, some people
Yes,
Speaking
you
about
can go, my
speaking
brother.
about
You
talking,
can
let's
go. You can
All
go.
right.
When you get going, yeah.
All right. I think I answer a question and I try to clarify because I can hear people struggling. I can hear the answer just fading away in their eyes, and sometimes I'm like, okay, look at it this way, and then I'm done, and then somehow, like, yeah, I don't think I talk all that long.
So we appreciate it.
We do. We do.
But I
We
was.
really do. You give a lot of good shit, man. You
Oh,
can't
no.
help it.
You do. You do.
You can't help it. You got a lot in there, and you like to share it, and you like people to know things. So trust and believe. I'm giving you shit, but it's all in good fun and love, because I love listening to you all the time because you have really good info, and I like the way that you. I just love listening to you talk because you can tell that you've picked up a lot of knowledge over the years, and you like helping people understand. So yeah, don't get it twisted. I love it.
Well, Bucket and I had this conversation. Like I like to know how things work, and if I don't know, I'm humble, and I want you to teach me. I'm not trying to impress nobody.
Yeah.
If I do
You're
know,
eager to learn,
or I
that's
think I
for
can
sure.
help you, I'd like to share that. I try to keep it down.
You're
But like
good.
sometimes it hurts my feelings because somebody's not hurts my feelings, but I mean, people are like, you can tell somebody's like really stressed out about something, and they're just not getting it. And the teacher comes out of me like, okay, if you click the button, move the thing, do the thing, there you go. Or like the candle in the morning, people get freaked out about that candle in the morning. It's like, I know what it does and why it does it. I'm just trying to offer comfort blanket. I expect them to go look it up themselves. Don't take me at my word. Go take
that candle in the morning. It really doesn't affect us neither way. So
right.
Just take. If I say something, go look it up. You're responsible for your own knowledge, so go look it up.
That's it.
But
That's
the
it.
reason,
But if you have a question and you're not getting something, the ADT way, we will beat that dead horse. I'm telling you, we're not leaving any traders behind here.
No traders.
Nope.
Okay, if you got a question,
Nope. Each one teach
No.
one. Eric Smutto, the gauntlet
Right.
has been dropped, brother. What's going on, Eric?
No,
Don't
I'm
let
just
me
trying to
down,
get his
Eric.
email so I can throw him his Starbucks card. I don't want to break no rules, but I need his email to do it. However, y'all didn't get the story quite right.
Okay, so yeah, correct us. What happened?
I was buying shares, and I said I'm selling my shares at 173.52 because I believed that 173.60 something was something I didn't want to deal with.
Okay.
and it did reverse. And then about 10 minutes later, it finally did break through. So I didn't say it was never gonna go through. I said it was gonna reverse. However, I was wrong. Eric was right. I will send him his coffee card as soon as I get his email with coach's permission. I ain't doing no cash app. I tried to tell. That's what I was typing before. I was doing it. I was signing up a cash app, and I started to get freaked out. And I typed to Ralph, tell him
Oh
what it
my
means
God.
that I'm trying to set up a cash app, and I got all
Yeah,
jittery.
right.
So I
Yeah.
said, and so
He
somebody
Don't put
said,
him
I
through
forget
it.
who it
Don't
was.
put
I
him
think it was
through it.
Arlo said, send him a gift card. I said, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna do that. So I got it all pulled up right now. All I gotta do is type in the email and hit send. So it's his.
I'm with you, TJ.
Mr. Mark.
I'm not adding all these different ways to give my daughter more money. So
Oh, he disappeared. What
But
happened?
bottom line, he was right. I was wrong. And I do not talk that much.
nobody said you did.
Someone said it.
Mark
I thought
McSee.
it.
No, don't put me in there.
Oh,
Mark
there's-
McSee, what's up,
There
brother?
he is. How you doing, Mr. Mark?
Let's go. Hold on.
I'll tell you what, we must have a lot of fit people at ADT because half the people are telling me they're trading while on the treadmill, trading when lifting weights. Eric's saying he's at the gym. I'm sorry, I've got Nightmare on Elm Street on TV right now. And got a lazy boy.
Let me look it up, Mark.
All
Hold
right.
on.
I was outside. I've been outside working since noon. So
Oh, you're a sweetheart.
yeah, wife's
really
mean to me. Wife's mean to me. Makes me work.
The last
you
time
said
I
it was a
heard
good
from
day.
you said you was going to hang some sheetrock or something
Oh,
like
that was
that.
last week. That was last week. I
Yeah.
did that for 2 days. Help my buddy.
She keeps you busy, huh?
Yeah, she did 99% of the work.
How the hell do I find that? Oh, there it is. Okay.
If
Let me
if you
check
got
it
that,
out.
you should put that in your description also.
Just put the @ sign and type it in like that for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. I want to tip you. That's what I got.
Let's see here. Where the hell's the hyphen?
Hey, Coach is over there. So, Coach, do I have permission to get Eric's email so I can send him his coffee and shut him up?
Yeah,
Coach
he did
is
say
in the
those
room.
are
What's
his.
up,
Those
Coach?
are the emails from ADT. Those are legit. I DM'd him. Plus he put in there. So.
All right.
Oh, I ended up making a whole $5 on that one we were in this morning.
No,
Kept-
way.
I know. I was way up on it too, and I thought I'd let it
Oh
ride.
my God, Mark, I could kick your ass,
I
dude.
know. I know.
Oh man, I was
I wrote it
worried
too-
about you doing that.
I wrote it too long, and as it started dropping more, I'm like, I'm out. 200
you know
shares, and
what?
I make 200 shares, and I make $5, $5.25 or something like that. I was like,
I
what?
was worried about it. You should have got out when I got out.
Yeah, I should have, but I didn't.
Could have, would have.
Yep, it's green.
Don, you should have got out. You should have got out early. You should have got out early and got back in. You should
Yeah.
have got
Oh,
out
yeah.
early, rode that
Yeah.
put down, and got back in.
Yeah.
There it is, Mark.
You ended it green though. The diamond hands Dawn.
Right. I'm like, look, seriously, when it hit $2 and I saw the way it kept going up and down, I said, you know what? I'm going to take the $2 because it took me all day to go from red to green. And I saw it kept going up, but then it still topped out. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Better that than me sitting here stressed out. I got to go get ready for the aftermarket. I'm not going to sit here anymore with this damn stock. I got green, and that was all that mattered at that point. You good, Mark? Did he dip out? He did. He came in just a tip and rolled out. I'll take it. Thank you, Mark.
I'm still here.
Oh,
you hear me?
okay. Yep, I can.
Yeah, I'm trying to open up that app. I don't know if it mutes that when I go off the screen or what.
Coach is in the chat. Coach, you should come up, dude.
Yeah, come up, Coach. I was
Click the link in the description of the video. Come on up. Come hang out with us for a second. Or 2 or 3 or 4. Speaking of hot stock picks, how about one just for kicks? Don't forget, you can go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get the hot stock picks a la carte. You can order them separately. You don't have to be a member, but I highly suggest that you become a member of American Dream Trading if you're not already. All right. And not to mention, this is the last week. We heard him saying it today. This is the very last week to get in on the VIP. Get that lifetime VIP. Get signed up right away because it is going away. So I guess we can go back to the video we were watching.
Yeah, quick question. What does that mean when you say it's getting pretty heavy?
That means it's starting, instead of going to the upside, it means it's starting to get pushed down, right? Think of this as a vine. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
If this was a vine and it had fruit on the end and it's starting to hang, that means it's getting heavy, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's starting to fade to the downside. It doesn't mean anything. What this means right now is this could be taking a breather. You got to remember Tesla went up 5%, right? This could be a breather before the next shoot up, or this could be fading and then nothing. If you're a scalper, you're now waiting to see what it wants to do, right?
Yeah.
If you got in on that 2-minute EWO, it doesn't matter. You're so far ahead, you don't care about.
Right. That is the one thing that I do love about the 2-minute EWO. When you get in right, and it's so funny because you don't know this until you actually, like I said yesterday, you got to do it to actually experience it and actually really, really learn from it. And when you experience getting at the end of the day and you're profited and you sat in that thing all day and you didn't get in and out and in and out and in and out, that's a good feeling. That's a really, really good feeling. So if you can get in with smaller sizes, keep the fear away and sit in it, it's well worth it. I mean, you heard David when he had the 87 trades, 80 of them were good. So it's going to work more often than not.
And that's good money, by the way, right? You're talking about it from here to here. That's actually really good money, even if you got out here, which was telling you, because this, let me show you something else. So since we're talking about it, but it is good money. You made money from this level to this is the sell. Can anybody tell me why this is the sell?
Bearish engulfing.
That is exactly, you nailed it. This is a bearish engulfing candle. Do you see this? So the buy was here, right? Because we knew this was reversal, a doji reversal into a green, which means this is the buy, right? You got to ride it up, 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 up right here. This body of this red candle is larger than this candle was, which tells you, and see, just like this, I'd be in a put, right? But does everybody see this? This right here is an engulfing bearish candle. It's bigger than the previous. It is red. That spells reversal. Now we've got.
That's not the only place. Look right here. Bearish engulfing. These are things that we need to start really, really honing in on, guys. This candle reading stuff, I'm telling you, dude. There's another one, huge. What happened? Boom, down, down, down. If you learn these signals and you learn what these candles are doing, you can start to begin to just read the candles like Coach.
Stair step down, stair step down, stair step down, and we're waiting on this candle. You see it? Same thing here. We don't want this candle to go above the body of this candle. That is your stop, right? Right there is your stops being triggered. Do you see it? Do you see it?
Yes, thank you.
Good.
Yes, sir.
The reason that is because then we're no more stare, right? So now we're paying attention. What's the next move? Now you see how it's reversing again? Do you know why? Look at this hammer. Do you see this one? So you've got a hammer plus it was above, look at it, just above the body of this candle. Do you see this? That tells you another possibility of reversal.
And a confirmation candle right behind it.
Yep.
Eric Smotto, are you not coming up here, dude? Come on, Eric. Bring some of that energy up here that you had today.
What is this reversal indicator?
Reversal indicator, yep.
We'll see what it wants to do. When did you enter the put?
About 6 minutes ago, I was watching the fall off on the 1 minute, and it wasn't
right
a very
here?
yeah, and it wasn't a very big group of 1 minutes compared to the rest of the
right
day.
here it just pulled. It just pulled right here. But you've got to just be careful here, only because, and I mean, I can see the EWO is starting to fade. You see this down here? So it is starting to fade, which looks good. But right now in this little pattern, this is a bull flag right here. You see this?
Okay.
So on the 1 minute, this is a bull flag. That doesn't mean it's going to continue to go up. But the good thing is if this breaks this channel that I just drew out to the downside, now we're at this channel, which means then you're going to get a move down to here. Then you're going to start seeing these right here. The sellers are going to start picking up. Buyers are going to start to fade, and then it'll pull back down to this channel. So you're in business as long as it stays below this line that I got right here, okay? SPY moving up to the upside. SPY new high a day. There it goes. There's a nice pull for you. And see right here.
By the way, guys, please smash that like button for me. We got 71 people in here and 50 likes. Let's get it done, babies. Thank you.
Here you see how the EWO is fading. This is all good for you. See how we're in this lower channel? Now if this breaks, we're going to be in the next channel, break in 734. So that's good. Good job, JP. That printed money for you.
Yeah, I was comparing it to the 1026 if you look at that.
Let me see. Hold on. 1026. Oh, yeah, I see it right here where it broke down this spot.
Yes.
This one's a little bit easier to read, though, because if you look at the trend line here, you see this? Fading, fading, fading. Pulled below VWAP, pulled below 200 pull. This one we're out in no man's land, but you got to use the EWO. See it here showing fading. So that's really good. But see this 730 now is the next mark. If that can break 730 to the downside, though, you could gap back down here to the 715 range. See it? Which would be really nice for you on a put. If I was scalping, right, I could scalp off the 730 back to this upside until it decided to pull back, right? I could be making these quick moves. SPY right there. Oh, look at there's your first red, second red right there on your 2 minute EWO. See it?
Yes, I got to go to the 2 minute.
Yep, that's all good. That's all good for you. SPY.
Hey, Ted.
I love the way Coach is showing up like he on a football sportscaster or something with the pen.
We got Ted up on the panel. Welcome, brother.
Hello.
What's going on, Ted? How about Tesla, Ted? Come talk to us about Elon, Ted.
TJ had to go back to work. Love you, TJ.
I actually had to take a nap. I was exhausted after today.
Really? All that excitement.
It was overwhelming.
I had a friend the other night that had some guests that lasted a little bit longer and were obnoxious and threw off my whole cycle.
It happens.
Yeah, today was a great day.
What'd you trade today?
You know what he traded?
Tesla and Apple. Only two of the greatest stocks of the day.
Of course.
Although I tell you what, keep your eye on Snow.
Snow?
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Take a look at his chart today. It's one of these enterprise stocks that's just been beat up, but people don't know that Snow is really the way that a lot of these enterprises are going to be kind of getting their data ready for AI. it just doesn't happen magically. So you need to have the data kind of prepped up and linked up, and that's what Snow does.
All right.
Snow, SNOW, and look what it did today.
Let me go take a look at snow. See if that snow turned to rain.
People who know me know that I've been kind of keeping my eye on this.
Yes. Yes, you have.
I gotta give it to you though, Ted. You had some good picks the other night with the not telling y'all to buy, sell, or hold portfolio a long time.
I mean, look how it rode today. That was pretty nice. Once it decided what to do. I'm in Snow, full disclosure, expiring in March next year.
Well, y'all already have this on a watch list. How did this even get them on?
Yeah, put it on a watch list.
No, it's already there. I must have been tracking it for some.
And if you look at the daily on it,
look at that inverse head and shoulders. Hold up. Go to, well, this is the 5-minute chart. And just go to the last 3 days. You'll see that inverse head and shoulders.
Yeah, and go to the weekly, and then the monthly.
Yeah, let me go to let me do this top down. Shout out to David.
When it first did an IPO, it went up to $421.
Wow.
So we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
All of the earners are green. All of them.
Yeah, so I don't know does anybody else have a stock like that's their pet stock that they are keeping their eye on?
But it's like a strong uptrend.
Other than Apple.
I think Roku kind of fits the bill a little bit, right? As advertising. I mean, we can't forget these stocks. You know, they go into fashion for a while and then they go away. But there's still the facts that Roku has the most subscribers.
They found the hole in the name market and sold it up. I'm telling you, cable is out the door. I mean, what does Roku really do? Everybody has Roku. Everybody I know got a Roku.
So there's this theory that once things start to ease up a little bit, and it's already happened, right? If you go back to January this year, the stock was at $38. There's this theory that as advertising, you know, as the economy comes back, more and more companies are going to advertise, and Roku will get a slice of that, and they've got the #1 subscribers. So, a little bit riskier, Roku. Right? But keep an eye on it. Once it really finds its bottom, I think it will. I think it'll go back.
I think it found it already. I think the bottom might be 38, 37.
Well, at least the recent bottom might be that 66, which I guess has biblical connotations. But if you I guess I'm grateful that it's 4 6s and not 3. But if you look at that, that's pretty good.
You know what I like to see? Whenever I go to a stock that I haven't been to in a long time, and it's there, I got my charting on it. Like, I don't even know when I charted Roku, but the support and resistance has done went and touched it looked like I charted this today. You know, I ain't looked at Roku in so long. I got like 2 lines on here. Let me zoom back out. I might have more than that, but they hitting like I've been on this all day. I mean, you know.
I'm going to go ahead and hit this video up, guys, real quick.
Yeah, let me get off of this and see this video.
No, we can come back to it.
Well, you had a couple things. Can you see my screen?
I see it.
So first couple of things, if you guys are all watching this. So this is your EWO. Right here it went flat. You see this candle? So right here it started to show you see how they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller in comparative to this candle?
It's going down the hill.
So you're starting right here to see a sell off, well, a buy, right? It's flipping. So your sellers are disappearing. Your buyers are starting to scoop them up.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, if you look at this hammer, this is supposed to be indicating, you know, that there could be a reversal. Right here was another indication. Do you see how long the wick is on the bottom?
Right.
So that long wick on the bottom is also indicative of buyers pushed it to the upside.
Okay.
Now, this one was tough because what should have happened here is this should have started a new body here, and it didn't. It started here, right? So this one was kind of tough. So your engulfing body was not showing any higher, but huge but on this one. The second this body got higher than this body is a huge concern. Do you see it?
I like huge butts.
And that is also why this popped up.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I'm surprised, honestly, that this body right here did not start right here. And this would have immediately said, I don't want nothing to do with this anymore, because you can see that sellers started to fade. You can see right here off of this one, buyers started to come in. And then, of course, it continued on that pattern. You can see it, all of this down here. Do you see it all?
Yeah.
So you can see it.
Shout out to David Yanas down there. I see you, bud.
Hold on, that used to always confuse me because I'm thinking like, all right, I get confused when I see that right there. What Coach just pointed out, because if the candle closed if it closed with no wick right there, then the next candle should open up in the same spot. Like what's happening there? Like I get confused when I see that on the chart. Like, how did it jump down? That's what I want to know.
What, right here?
Yes, what he's explaining. I guess finish the video. I know.
I mean, because there's the wick right there.
No.
It did pick back up there.
No, wait. It's the red candle. Rewind it back just a couple of seconds. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So you can see it literally was like sell, 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 and then it started to go like this. And that is just the, this is just like if we were watching candles.
Okay, so yeah, right here. Here's what happened. What happened is the buyers came in, the sellers came down here and tested it. It didn't go. The buyers pushed it back up. This is where it closed at. So the next candle, this green candle, opened going back up to where you see what I'm saying? This is the close. You're only looking at the body. So when it's a red candle, the close is obviously going to be higher than the opening. I mean, the lower than the opening. So, okay, but wait a minute then. So that means the close
what I'm saying.
is here.
When he had that,
Okay.
Yeah, but you're right. The close is right there.
Yeah, the close is there. So that means that's why the opening of this candle is right here. Because this is basically
if
the
I were in that
buyers
situation,
picking back up where they left off here.
if I were in that situation and I saw that red candle, and then that green candle showed up, I would be very, 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 very interested in that next candle. And if it started going up, I'd say that, I'd take that as it. Once
really,
it went higher
this
than
is
the red
really
candle,
the confirmation right here, because look, Ted, look how much the buyers pushed it up. And then the next candle opened green right from where the sellers left off at and kept going. This really is your confirmation, right? This is double confirmation. But this happening and then this right here picking up where this left off, that's it right there, dude. But you're right. This is where it overtook
the conservative
it. So,
in me.
Yeah.
I wait till it passed
here's the other good sign.
What's that?
It leaped.
Yeah.
Did you see the leap?
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah,
right?
I was saying like
and sometimes what happens, and this is, I mean, if we're playing this in real time, when it leaps like that, very often, if it's just kind of a normal behaving candle, it will fill that gap. It will go back down to the top of the first green candle.
This one, yeah.
But it didn't, and that's more evidence that is an extremely bullish indicator,
which we can see,
because since it did, that meant that nobody was in sell mode. That everybody was so optimistic that they accepted that price jump.
On the top where I talk about it's looking.
Yeah.
Good, and then it gets like heavy on the vine. That's what it was doing here, but in reverse.
Ralph, did that answer your question?
Yeah, it did. It did.
It
did.
Right now, you're on the 1 minute chart. So when I'm actually in the trade and I entered in on the 2 minute EWO or the 2 minute chart, when you're looking at it to monitor it to figure out what your exit's going to be, you switch it to the 1 minute.
No, never. If I'm doing a 2-minute strategy, I never go below 2 minute.
Okay, because I see you're on the 1 minute chart.
Yeah, that's just me looking at it the 1 minute. But if you're doing a 2-minute EWO strategy, yeah, I never come out of the 2 minute.
Okay, so leave it on 2 minutes. Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
always. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll flip it to a 5 or a 10 just so I'm not staring at every little micro move, and I want to just make sure it's still happening in the direction that I wanted. Right, that kind of gets you out of the mindset of, oh, it's micro movement, and we talked about that a lot on Friday. But
Dude, that's a huge thing right there. When you're in a 2 minute and you're gonna sit in it for a while, definitely flip it to the 5 minute. It's a lot less stressful.
5, a 10, a 15, it takes you out of the mindset of staring at every little dinky move. But I will never go back. If I'm trading on a 5 minute, I will never look at a 2 or a 1. If I'm trading on a 10, I'll never go to a 5, a 3, or a 2 or a 1. If I'm trading off a 15 intraday, I will never look at a 10, a 5. I never go back.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, because I think what I was doing, when I was looking at it, I was just looking at the, staying below VWAP, obviously.
Yeah.
Shot up above that, but look, now that you pointed it out, looking at how the 2 minute EWO candle is starting to shrink.
Yep,
940,
right
when it pulled back.
Yep.
When it on a trend down, so that would probably have been my spot to bail. Because had I bailed at 946, I would have probably been either a little bit green or even.
Yeah, exactly. And same thing here. So some of these are really hard to predict, and you're right. You're like, hey, as long as it stays above VWAP, and that's not a bad risk, because what would happen is if it comes up here and bounces, you're still golden. If it comes back up here though and it stays, I want out, right?
That's what happened to me.
Yep.
I was waiting for a pullback, but then it just kept shooting up.
Now remember, if it does that, right? If that's the move, well, then we just go from a put to a call. We just flip it, right? Boom, it broke above VWAP. I sell this put, and now I'm in a call to the upside, right?
Okay.
So that's what we talk about when it flips. If that put flips to a call, well, then flip it. And you can see here too, right? You can see the change happen.
So look,
Shout out Miranda with the Chart Chat Lounge. I like it, girl. I like it. Go ahead.
Oh, so look, since I've been practicing scalping, and then the song. We hear somebody. Who was that?
Shout out to Kevin Gates and Chris D. Welcome, guys.
So since I've been practicing the scalping and getting in at the bottom, buying the support and selling resistance, one of my favorite entries is that pin bar rejection. And so when I see that pin bar, but I like Ted, I like to wait to see to pass it up first, before I get in.
So
I would have faked out a bunch of times.
So I would say that I would disagree with Coach at one point. Here's where I'm going to get blasphemous. You can't. I think it's a really good idea to switch from a 2 minute to a 1 minute at one point. Wait a minute, hear me out.
Sorry about that. Shout out to Aaron Rock. Thank you, Aaron Rock, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Anybody else wants to tip? The tip jar link is in the description of the video. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you, brother. Go ahead, Ted. I wasn't doing that on purpose. I'm sorry.
When you want to exit and you're setting your final stop to get out, switch to a 1 minute and use the 1 minute as the guideline on your exit point on the candles.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You can even go if you're really tight on it. You can even go to a 30-second and set that as your exit, and that will be the tighter way to get out. if you've made the decision that you want to get out and you want to maximize your profits, that would be the one time that I'd say, yeah, tighten it up. But I don't think Coach would disagree with that, because then you're just using the information to get out of the stock.
Right.
And Coach is so good, he doesn't need to do that, right? I mean, he can do that based on the candles that he sees at the 2 minute.
I was just at a loss of words though. Because anytime somebody do anything against the rules, Ted is like a hog monitor. I'm telling you. Ted
well, you develop your own style, right? I mean, the rules are very, very important. But I think somebody was saying it today. As a matter of fact, I know who was saying it, because I was going to say a joke and I decided to leave it alone. It was Lee. When Lee said, "You've got to trade for you," and I was thinking sheep, but but it's so true, is that you're going to develop your own style out of all this.
Yeah, that's true.
That is so true.
But to Ted's defense, it is good to reinforce the rules, especially if somebody's trying to go rogue.
Yeah, don't go 1 minute for any other reason except for an exit.
Absolutely, I completely agree.
And then and only then, if you're looking for a tight exit. If you're looking for a loose exit, then the 2 minutes fine. I gotta tell you, you want to know something? Today I was in an Apple trade, and it was heading down towards VWAP. I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I had 2 apples. One was expiring this Friday, and one's expiring, I guess, in a couple weeks. So I played the one that was a couple weeks a little bit looser. I stopped out on the. I stopped out on the because I wrote it all day in terms of the EWO. I stopped right at VWAP, right when it dipped down below VWAP on the first one, and the second one didn't get stopped out, and then I wrote it all the way back up, and I was like, yes, this is how it's supposed to work. Don't let your stops, stop you out. What I did was on that second one, I put the stop a little bit below the VWAP. So when it hit the VWAP, it bounced up as we all hoped it would be, right? I mean, it easily could have zipped down way below VWAP and I would have been stopped out. But since I put it healthy a little bit below VWAP and I trusted that it was going to go up, I rode that back up for a good profit.
And look, I want to add something to
$1,000 on the trade.
That's why the shaving is so important. Because I'm telling you, keeping the hand off the mouse, it used to be a real hard thing to do. When we came with that shaving method and changed the game. I'm telling you.
Yes, it did.
That shaving changed the game.
I'm sorry, I just write it all in. I mean, there's different styles.
That shaving helps.
It does.
Because you be in a battle with yourself.
It helps you feel more comfortable at least staying in.
They give you a choice.
Yeah,
I always go with more than one.
The whole point of the shaving is to what Coach is, I think, advising is, rather than get out altogether and then miss out on the future profit, at least you have some in the game. But if you're confident that it's going to go back up, like if it's been a bullish run like today, I think that you could have had a higher degree of confidence that Apple was going to continue to go up. Sometimes the shaving keeps you from maximizing your profits. You just have to 80% of the time definitely do the shaving. But sometimes if it's in a real, like Tesla today, oh my God, that was insane. Tesla was today. Oh my God. I'm so glad they didn't shave off a Tesla because I rode my Teslas all the way to the top, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, so that's what the
cool.
shame is, because I've been listening to David a lot, and David will catch, like I said, if he going in with 10 of them, he'll catch all of them at the tops, and then he'll just leave the last 2 on. And at the end of the day, he'll be like, "Well, I got 2 contracts left," and they went all the way. These 2
Yeah,
made
but for the
more.
most part, I have to admit, I shave. I guess today was just a different day.
Today was a good day.
Oh, American Dream Training just got a write-up. Look, he's becoming a marketing machine. Wasn't it? Coach was saying that he was going to be like double the size, or 10x the size, right? That's just
10x.
insane.
What are we talking about?
Coach today during his talk, he was saying that he's turning on the marketing machine and he'll be 10x by the end of.
Oh yeah. I remember. I know what you're talking about now.
End of next year.
That's whenever he was going in Nino Brown mode. I had to stop doing what I was doing.
I love it when he calls it Nino Brown mode.
I'm telling you. I wish somebody would call out a Evo signal.
The Aftermarket. Sorry I was late today, guys.
No, you're all right. You're all right. We're going to dock your pay, though.
I'm in California, so I have it a lot worse than some of you guys.
Yeah, all West Coast people say that.
Yeah, and I feel bad because I really want to start listening in on Nate because he's got so much to teach.
Yes.
Yeah. You better be ready to pull it all day, dude, because it's like it's awesome. It's really worth it. Mark McCee's in there too. Thank you, Mark, by the way. Shout out to Mark McCee for the Cash App. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you, brother. Mark McCee is in there early in the morning. Him, Linda L, Noonie, and Nate are probably some of the main voices that and Zen's in there early. But I'm like, wow, man. TJ's in there early. Ralph's in there early.
Yeah,
And
Zen's been back on a regular basis now. For a few hours anyway.
Yep.
So TJ was all excited about the whole, I guess Nate was going over the
L2.
Yeah, the L2. What was the takeaway from that?
Watch
He
the
is
L2 so you know when to get in.
Teaching us how to chart with the L2. Honestly, that's the easiest way to describe it.
So basically,
Nate does
he was
not
just translating. I mean, it's funny because if you're visual, you would never think that. Oh yeah, the reason why these support and resistance lines exist is directly related to the interest of selling or buying at these certain levels.
Right.
You'll look at the L2 in the way you never looked at it before. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Nate doesn't draw any lines on this chart. Not at all. He looks visually at the L2 and he's got the lines in his head. He does not draw upper and lower resistance.
Do you want to know something?
Yeah, because
that's Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't either.
Yeah, well, whatever works for you.
Honestly, that's becoming me because I can't do that line thing. I've tried it and I'm trying to squeeze in the charts. It takes so long to try to get it where it's at the top of a wick or something like that. So it's easier for me to do it through the L2.
Yeah, and very often you can identify if it's in the channel.
Yeah.
And once you're in that trade, it's either going to go up above your channel, stay in your channel, or go down below.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much okay. If it stays in, then you're just kind of watching and waiting. This is what Jimmy would call in the weeds, right?
Right.
And if it starts to tap, then you're watching it to see if there's going to be a huge resistance pull. It's all pretty.
Yes, it's easier on the areas
basic,
of consolidation. Yeah. The consolidation is really easy, but Mark, are you saying it's quicker?
If you want to chart real quick, like if you see something in the tops widget, you click on the name and it brings up the chart. Just click on the day, so that you can draw. It gives you, each day how high and low it went. Chart the upper and lower, as you can, where the most of them.
Yeah.
Go. Then switch to the 4 hour and knock a couple of them out. You may only need to go 2 weeks, unless it's really climbing.
Oh, that's great.
It's very,
you talking about
quick. You don't have to keep going. That's what I do. I hit the day, then I quickly hit the 4 hour, and then if it's a new territory, of course you may have to go back. Just like Coach says, you got to go back to where.
No, that's good. Yeah,
and you can do that. Like, I know you're visually challenged, but you can do that in 2 minutes and get it charted. That's, the other day, whenever we was doing that, what was it, AXLO? I didn't have no charts on, but I hurried up and did it. And then I kept calling out what the resistance levels were. Man, I'll tell you what, they hit them suckers. And that was just on the day and the 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Like we did that morning.
It was like cheating. It was like cheating.
We did it on one stock. We did it on one of the pre-market setup stocks. Which one was it? Meta? No. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just talking about pre-market because there's stocks you're going to trade that you never heard of before. They're not the big boys, So
yeah, but I'm saying
getting out. So it really helps to me. I mean, like you say, he looks at the L2 and he sees lines looking at the all the price points.
I'm talking about the way you showed me to do the way you showed me to do the support and resistance one morning. It was early. I mean, it was like 4 people in the room, and we did that. We did one stock.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about when you. Yeah. That's the quick way to do it, Don.
If you really want to get technical, go hour.
I like that a lot.
Or go day, go 4 hour. I do all my charts day, 4 hour, and what else do I do? 2 minute.
We had took it all the way down.
Yeah, there's 4.
I think it was on Meta that we did, but the main ones you was telling me, the main ones is that daily 4 hour, and then come down to the one that you trade on.
It's just a quickie one, and if you need more detail, then especially if there's a lot of channels that you can see that aren't charted out for your resistance, then you break it down smaller. But to hurry up and get you, see if you need to get in that trade or the pre-market, when it's a stock you never heard of before, it's only going to be there for the day. It's quick to do it.
It wasn't Meta. I think it was Microsoft.
Yeah, I think we did Microsoft that day.
Yeah, because
Microsoft is holding up pretty well in the after hours.
I told my wife today, I said, you know what? I got to start saving money for like after 1:30 or 2 o'clock and get back in it. Because I wrap up by noon, hopefully every day. I try to. But man, I looked at the charts today. I'm like, look at all that money I could have got into. It's like, holy cow. It all went one way, last third of the day. It's like, oh, well, no FOMO here.
Mm-hmm. It was Microsoft.
Oh, look at this. So live markets, Wall Street revives as Treasury yields ease. That's really good news.
Is that what Mashulo then was talking about? Something about some news came out probably at about like 1:30.
Could be.
Yeah, see, that same news, yesterday's news was bond yield so high, recession imminent. Sell everything. Put it in the ground. The world's coming to the end. Now that you said you just read one word said come on, people. Anybody can write an article. That just shows you. How could it be that change in 24 hours?
So here's a little hint. ADP showed a 41% downside surprise in private sector job ads. Oftentimes, just so you know, often ADP is kind of a sneak preview of what the Friday jobs report is going to be.
Oh yeah, they're the largest payroll company in the world, basically. I don't know about the world, but the United States.
We could have a really, really big Friday because I think we'll show employment.
You said less ads, right? You say less ads?
Yeah.
That means there's less jobs to get. It's more.
Which is great for the Fed.
That means more people are employed, which would be bad for the market. Am I
no,
thinking right?
Opposite. Less employees adds. Ironically, that's actually good news because it feeds it feeds what the Fed wants to see is more unemployment.
Oh, did you say added or like advertising?
No, ads.
Oh, okay. I misheard you. I'm sorry. I thought you said advertising for jobs was dead.
Yeah, I'm just reading. That's what it said in the article. Job ads.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, that's good. So, and that's already, people's already read that. I'm sure it's on Bazinga already because I know they always have ADT news on that. Yeah, I did. I'm I was with Apple, sticking with Apple for the longest time, and I got away from it whenever it was choppy there for a few weeks. And now I'm into the Qs, man. I love the Qs. Now it can smack you, but it's like cheating too, because all you gotta do is watch Apple and Microsoft and Amazon and Meta. So I keep all them charts up, and you got a few seconds once them move to know that it's going to move the same way.
And
I think JP's in the same camp. He likes the Qs that
the
way.
Qs to me don't move as fast as SPY. It's a little,
Yeah.
Because what I do, because I used to do SPXU every time it's a down day, and I switched to SQQQQ, and it's better. I think SQQQ get like more movement whenever the market is falling than the SPXU do.
Oh, really? I've never really looked at it that much. Probably should. I could get more. I don't know.
So, Mr. Mark, that Microsoft that we charted out, so that was probably about a month ago, and so it fell out of the channel that we was in. But the support and resistance lines that we got spot on. They spot on.
Yeah, I know. It's like cheating, ain't it? When you look back, there's historical lines. They work either now or 6 months from now. It is. I mean, Coach says it every day, and it just proves that it does. It's just like, wow. And once you get lines,
what's the news on Microsoft today?
Scroll back about 2 or 3 months. Just look how many of them hit right there. It's amazing.
I don't know what the news was, but it climbed. It climbed in the pre-market, and then it dropped and kept going.
See, I think Microsoft's going to show before they do their earnings. I think they're going to show an upsized surprise because this is the first quarter that Microsoft is selling their Chat GPT add-ons to all the Microsoft Office products. So it's in a way it's a test of a really commercial success that Microsoft might be enjoying by bringing the AI into their product line.
You notice the term AI hasn't really been in the news predominantly here last month. It's kind of cooled off a little bit.
You're right. I haven't been hearing AI that much.
Look at AI. Look at what is it? C3.ai or whatever it is. I mean,
C3.
It's way down. It's way down too. And I was buying that like crazy. Options on it. And I haven't touched that one forever. It just sounded like the flavor of the month might be over or just quieting down for right now.
For 1 minute, everything that had AI in it was going crazy. If you just had AI in your stock timber, it was to come up.
Well, if AI is such a buzzword, Coach can say, well, I got AI in this indicator chart that we just now developed, and now it's going to be $800. Tie it now because it's got AI in it, and people would buy it, just because of that.
AI is $24. Really? I thought it was like $50-something.
No, it's like 24 or something. I was buying it.
What the hell? I
bought 100 shares. I was gonna use that to try out covered calls and stuff. And it was like, I think I bought it. It was close. It was like $38 when I did it. I got rid of it. I didn't hold it. I never did covered calls.
Wow.
So AI got that movement.
I know it does. I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap up here, guys.
It's been real.
Oh, that's because you've got your show tonight, right?
No, it was last night.
Last night. I'm telling you,
last night?
People showed up.
I didn't get up till late this morning. I just didn't feel like getting up. I said, screw it. And I stayed in bed. Which I guess it didn't really matter. There wasn't much moving in the pre-market anyway. But I just lost.
Yesterday was such an ugly day. I didn't want to have anything to do with anything.
Yeah. So I was shocked. I got in there. There's like 50, 60 people in there. I'm like, holy cow, we got a cult starting here.
I'm telling you.
Oh my
that
God.
morning, listen, I used to come in every morning and it'd be like 4 people.
Bam.
Yes.
Coach hit me up. I said, I'm headed over to the pre-market, and he said there's like 81 people in there.
Exactly.
I'm like, wow. So he's definitely watching.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes. In the morning, it used to be like 4 people. I swear, because I keep checking because I'm up, and I get like my little alert from Lee. When Lee get up, I don't know why Lee is the only person that'll post, and it'll be like boom. It make like a little sound. Like on my phone, I get all Coach, whenever Coach do his and telling me about videos and stuff, it make the sound. But on my computer, the only one, if somebody posts Discord, I know it's Lee, and I go over and he posts like this thing about news.
Yeah, 2:30 in the morning every day.
Yes, it's 1:30 for me. 1:30 for me. So after that, that's when I go and log into the Zoom. Okay, I don't see nobody. I get out, and then I come back and it'd be like 2 heads in there. Now, if I go in at 1:30, it's probably full. They in there all night. It's just 24 hours on now.
Yeah.
You knew eventually that was going to happen.
It's a 24-hour zone room.
Watch what'll happen. We'll all get into the pre-market, make all our money into the pre-market like Nate does, and don't in 9:30 go to sleep, be done for the day. There'll be like 4 people in there.
Folks will be like, where the hell is everybody? They made all their money in the pre-market, Coach. Coach might like that because he's up at 4 in the morning. He'll be in there with us. That'll be the new VIP.
There you go.
And yeah, everybody will be done by 9 o'clock. Everybody will be like, where the hell's American Dream Trading?
Yeah, I give Nate a lot of credit. He says it 10, 15 times in the morning. This is what Coach taught him. This is what Coach taught him. Do this. This is how
yeah.
He gives Coach all the credit for it, and it works. And Nate's there to reinforce that, and it proves that it works for him because not everybody does it. I mean, I never did pre-market, but now that I'm with, Nate popped in that one time, and it perked my interest. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what I can learn too.
Yeah,
I'm glad I did. So.
Yeah, I never really did pre-market because Nate will tell you that the pre-market was off limits when I first started for a new trader. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Nate says that all the time.
Yeah, it was off limits, so I never really did it.
Well, although there's the big majority of us that's been in here since the first of the year.
Yeah.
10 months, 9, 10 months. I think a lot, and I joined in January. I think we had a lot of people join in January and February.
Yeah, it was January 14th.
We're maturing. It doesn't mean we're any smarter, but we are maturing in our experience. So now we're expanding out a little bit, and that's good.
I don't know when I joined. I know I became I don't know. I know I got the lifetime for the Veterans Day thing, but I was a Discord member before that. Like, I don't know the exact date. How you find it? In the Discord somewhere, I found it. That's in here.
Just look at your.
I just go on my Veterans Day.
And click on your icon for you, and it'll show you what's going.
I be scared to move around Discord. I ain't computer savvy at all.
All right. Well, I've been sitting outside here on the deck. I'm gonna head on.
Okay, I found it.
Shower, and I'll see you in 4 a.m. Because I ain't gonna be on. I gotta go over to the church by 9 o'clock because we're digging a hole we're gonna do electronic sign in our little country church. Our contractor that does our church is gonna be there with his back there digging and stuff, so I gotta help out. So I'll be out of there by 4-9, by like 8:30. I don't know when I'll be back.
So I joined in October. Wow, I've been here a year, almost. A couple more days.
One of the great things is being out of your trades all tucked in and ready to go to bed, and you don't have to worry about it.
There you go.
That's so true. That's true.
I'll see you in the morning.
That beats that feeling.
That is it. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out in the aftermarket, sharing the tutelage, and helping all the new people get a better understanding of Coach's teachings. It is amazing to talk to you guys at night. I mean, really, especially after the day, especially if you've had a rough day. I really look forward to getting in here and talking to everybody.
Mm-hmm. The
Thank you,
aftermarket is helping. Is it helping?
Yeah, it is.
Let us know in the chat if this helping y'all.
Yep. And let's check in on the let's check in. How many likes did we end up getting? It's still 47 people in. Okay, so we got 60 likes.
All right.
That was way better than what it was. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Linda L, Rob Suko, JP Pierce. I see you down there. John Lee, Miranda, TJ, Diesel Dan, Bubbles, Kevin Gates, Straight Razor. I see you guys. Eric Smoto. All right. Who else was in there? Vegan Knowledge JJ. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Brad James. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. You guys are absolutely Arlo. And of course, our very own Ralph, who came in. Machine Man. I see you, honey. Future Trader. Bucket. Zen. Anybody that I missed? Mark McSee, obviously. Ted, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys so much. Farah, Air Trader. I get so weird. I try not to miss anybody. But if I missed you, I apologize. But I love you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. We're going to end it with one of Coach's commercials. The one that we used to do all the time before we did the and listen, don't forget to go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. He's only extending it for this week and this week only. And we know how Coach is about those lifetimes. Okay. He stopped doing it for the other one. He was not BSing about that. So you know, and he explained why today. Okay, it's a lost leader. So he's not going to make any extra cash off of that. So it's not advantageous for him to hold on to that. So get it while you can. $5,000 for the membership, and you got a VIP coverage for a lifetime. Other than that, anybody got anything to add?
Follow the rules.
Follow
the rules.
Do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. You got 2 red days in a row. Stop trading. Okay,
Coach is always watching. He's always watching. I'm telling you.
No more than 1 to 5 trades a day. Okay. Make sure you are using the 2-minute EWO strategy. Do not scalp if you are not a master trader. Do not use your own money. Trade in a simulator. Okay, I'm doing these off the top of my head, Coach. They're getting ingrained.
I'm telling you, because if Ted hear you messing up, he's going to talk to you about it. But me, when I see you messing up, I'm going to be like, get in the game. What are you doing?
Don't forget to use your stops. All trades are risky, so make sure you're using your stops. All right, man. We're going to get out of here. We're going to be out. Everybody have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Remember, we are trying to get Coach to 10,000 subscribers by Halloween. And right now we're at 8537. So we got less than 1,500 to go. I'm sure we can do that. That's only about 30 a day. We can get that done.
Hey, Don.
Yes.
Did you? I'm sorry, I was away. Did you?
Did I?
What is that?
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened there?
I think it sounds like somebody's getting dental work done. You know how when they be doing the sucker straw. When you got
Yeah,
like
that
too
did
much
sound
saliva
like that,
buildup.
didn't it?
Yes.
Are you
Somebody get
asking me if
a
I got
cleaning.
dental work done?
No, did you post?
Did I post dental work?
Oh my God! Stop! I got a cold. I can't. I
Tay,
can't
you
help
Yeah.
but
want me to get
laugh.
off the bong?
Can you show me your dental work, please?
No, that's okay.
No. Can you post? As far as coaches' rules, is the closing out of the trade listed as one of the rules?
We can add it.
I'd
Closing
add
out
it.
of the trade.
Closed out your trades at the end of the day, unless
Got
you're
it.
90 days out.
Unless it's a swing trade.
These are the ones that Bruno had
But
posted. So these are the
that's what
ones
I
I've
said.
been going over every
Unless
day.
it's
But I'm
90
sure
days out,
we can add
I
it
would
in.
add that to the list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds good. And
Yep.
The
also,
list I got came from.
don't trade with your real money is not on here too. So we got to add don't trade with your money either.
Well, then I've been violating the
So
rules.
yeah, I can actually recycle.
I'm supposed to trade with my money. What are you talking about? This would be no fun if I wasn't trading with my money. Do not trade with your money. Oh shit! I just violated the rules.
That's like I've been breaking the rules.
So we got to clarify it then. They got rules for new traders too, right? So
Right.
I think my list is geared towards the new traders. The one that I posted. I'm trying to find it, but I'm gonna send it to you, Don. I had got it from Michael Barris posted it, but then unhappily a housewife, although she sent me a refined copy of it, right? So I'm gonna give it
Yeah.
to you.
Well, I tell
Okay,
you what.
sweetie. Thank you.
Listening to Coach today, reaffirming what Sergio was saying, makes me feel much more comfortable that if you were to if you felt confident, I don't know why you would. I guess unless you thought something was going on overnight. But if you felt confident about a stock, at the very least, make sure that you're not sleeping overnight with like a Friday expiration.
Right. So what, y'all talked about that because I was like, I don't think so. So is Sergio breaking the rules, or is he? Because I was like, I don't know if
You know what was a creative, and this is what Jimmy was doing today, and I love this, is he's taking kind of a scalper's mentality, but with a low theta holding, right?
Right. So if
So
you
it may not go up 100%, but Jimmy's the kind of guy that he's probably got, he's doing 100 contracts. So even if it goes up 20 or 30%, he's making some good money.
Right.
Yeah.
In a way, he must laugh at. I mean, think about it. The bulk of the people that are trading in the day, and they're trading in an expiration that's the same week, or in some cases the same day.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. Like, long as you don't.
But imagine being Jimmy sitting back in his easy chair,
peanut butter.
watching this white noise of up and down in the channels, and he's just kind of smoking a cigar. Because ultimately he's going to make money, and as that struggle, that tug of war that we all are we were cheering on today with Apple and Tesla. At the end of the day, Jimmy won, and he didn't have to face the heartburn that a lot of us faced.
Yeah,
So
made it much easier for him to stay in the trade.
Yeah.
Check out. So this the for new traders. It says it at the top. I must have had that cut off or something. I didn't see it. But shout out to Michael Barris always with the information. And then Arlo came through and gave me a better copy of it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's for the new traders. So you add that to your picture. It's basically the same thing, but it adds in to stay away from SPY, Tesla. It says Apple and Ford is the best stocks. Stay out of the first 30 minutes. You know it. You know the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I've read some articles. I mean, just what a gamble 0-day trading is, right?
Yeah.
If you're SPY in the same day, it's funny because Fidelity won't let me play the same day with SPY.
Really?
They
Yeah,
won't.
Oh wow.
they have a policy against it.
Oh.
And then
And at
Robinhood
first
cut it off early.
I thought they were being real jerks. I'm like, well, I can, you know, behave, and why are you guys telling me? Now I realize that it's based on science.
Yeah, so Robinhood cut it off early too, don't they? Done SPY. They stopped doing the same days at like 12 o'clock or something like that. I know it's way earlier.
Yeah, I
And
think Webull does
Oh,
too,
Robinhood?
but I'm talking
yeah,
about
for the
the
same
same.
day contracts. Yeah, the SPYs and Qs and the ones that every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robinhood I think lets you trade up to 4 o'clock, but you can't do any of that 4:15 stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to
All right,
add on to
we
that,
gonna
but I thought that was an extra rule that we should probably throw in the mix.
You're making me want to take a hit off a bong. What are you doing?
yeah, Taylor, what's going on, Ted? Like
Well, Ted is up there
Ted is
smoking
over there.
sour.
There's something going on.
I keep hearing this.
Oh,
And
really?
then, yeah, and then I hear a
Yes.
cough every now and then. Come on, I can read context clues. I'm like,
No,
and
I'm
then,
sorry.
nah, okay.
Probably the microphone's too sensitive.
Yeah, it might be. And then it comes like, because anyway.
Oh well, I told you I took a nap, so that's where I am. I just kind of woke up. So
Gotcha.
all right,
We're glad you
I'm
could
glad I
join us.
captured it for posterity.
I'm glad you did too. It's always a pleasure when you swing through, babe. It really is.
Yep.
Guys, everybody have a fantastic night, and I will see you same time tomorrow. We'll get some more learning done. Peace out, everybody.